job, but I got laid off. I used to have a wife, but she said she had enough. I used to have a car, but it got repossessed. It seemed the Lord had found someone he likes to test. I've lost all the man could lose, that's why I sing the blues. I used to have a home, it burned to the ground. I used to have a dog, now it's nowhere to be found. I used to have money to buy what I need. Now the only thing I got is an alimony plea. Got nothing but bad news, that's why I sing the blues. Father, but I was disowned. A sister and a brother who won't pick up the phone. I used to have friends who listened to my plight. Now they all stay clear out of sight. Seems all that remains is a noose, that's why I sing the blues. Seems all that remains is a noose, that's why I sing the blues. Seems all that remains is a noose, that's why I sing the blues.
All right, there we alive.
Okay.
Keep the racism tasteful.
Brax is in here, so less racism.
At least for the next 8 seconds, less racism.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it is. It's the first 8 seconds. You got to be nice on YouTube, or it's like, no, fuck you. I think we're good now. I think we're good.
Yeah, getting to 15 seconds, I just go off like crackers.
We're good now.
Oh, welcome back, BHG. Coming in hot.
It's good to be back.
Someone brought the spices.
Well, somebody's got to, Buddha.
Right? If anyone's gonna do it. Save us from the blandness.
Gotta bring that zest.
This is it. All right. All right. How's everyone doing this week? To our little chit chats.
Fantastic.
Decent. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I feel like everyone's been fairly busy, including myself lately. Like we're all just like burning that candle at three ends.
Yeah. That's been most of what I'm doing.
Oh, except for Buddha. Buddha's like, I ain't done shit.
I got work and nothing. Like
I was watching One Piece, and then I decided to start binge watching Buffy and Angel. So I'm doing that in the watch order.
Oh, I haven't done a Buffy and Angel run in a long time.
I just finished season 4 of Buffy, and like in conjunction, am on the last episode of season 1 of Angel.
Do you bother with the first season of Buffy? I find a lot of times I just skip it if I'm doing that.
I was saying this, like, I love both Buffy and Angel. There's full episodes of Buffy that I will skip. I did watch the first season for that nostalgia factor, but there were episodes that I definitely just fully skipped through. Angel, I'll watch every episode. Each one's a fucking banger.
They had the formula a lot more down pat by that point, I think.
Yeah.
For sure. It's just that first season of Buffy was kind of, they were fighting their feet. It was kind of rough, I find.
I agree. Like, season 1 was a lot like very flavor of the week, almost like Supernatural was. Like, once they developed a really good story, and that really does come at the end of the first season, start of the second season. I think it rolls from there.
See, it's weird. In Supernatural, the flavor of the week episodes were my favorite episodes. Like,
same.
Yeah, it got weird after they started adding like an actual story to it.
Yeah. Like the middle of Supernatural, I find was the toughest. Whereas the episodes, both before and later on, where it was just like oddball out of everything episodes, those were the best. For sure. The episode from the point of view of the car was still one of my favorites.
I think Dean being scared, like when he got his confidence or whatever taken away.
Yes. Okay, that's the best. Some of the best scenes in the entire series. Good. That and the episode
pulled
where he
him off too. That's the best.
That and the episode where he like pulled his pants down and he's like pudding. That was good shit. And
what an ending to that series too.
And then like near what was it? It was like second to last season.
Supernatural?
Yeah. They ended it a couple years ago now, I think. But I like that, like for 3 episodes, despite it having nothing to do with the previous episodes, the Dean just kept going, I killed Hitler. Like over and over. He's like, did you know I killed Hitler?
You gotta tell the people.
You gotta tell the people, because he killed Hitler.
To be fair, Dean is basically me. Like I would, if I killed Hitler, you guys wouldn't fucking hear me shut up about it. I'd be like, you guys remember when I killed Hitler? And you guys would be like, Platt, that was fucking like 3 years ago. Like, let it go already. And I'd be like, no, I killed Hitler,
I killed Hitler.
Nah,
like,
dude.
He's not lying. He still talks about Morthos. Like,
they'd be like, who's Hitler?
Who's Hitler? We don't know because you killed him.
Exactly. You wouldn't know because I killed him.
There it is. Why did I delete it? Not smart. Oh. All right, I think we can get into this. Let's do a little bit of a recap because one of us was not here last time. I think my music is still just a touch loud. 1 second. There we go. That's better. Yeah. So previously, you guys, episode before episode, you would finish off the vampire stuff. We recapped how the vampire stuff went fairly wonderfully on your guys' end, all things considered, but they weren't expecting people to like drive in with like a 50 cal mounted on a fucking Oldsmobile and just be giving her. So yeah, vampire thing went super well. Last session, you guys, you kind of took a little bit of a week break, little bit of downtime where you decided to complete some personal tasks, such as, for example, Doc finishing his goggles, which he was like super happy and proud about. But there was other like little things that went on, which I honestly can't remember what everyone did during their week off now. I guess we'll have to rewatch the episode later.
Lee tried to order a pizza, get it free from Carson. I like went on a Fast and Furious chase.
Jack sold drugs.
Jack sold drugs.
You fucked with the cops on the way to deliver the pizza too.
Yeah.
Duke got arrested and sent to a mental institution.
Right. Yes. He was dropped off like the day after, like feeling a little refreshed. They bathed him. All right, I like
But
it.
they didn't cut his hair because they wouldn't let sharp objects near him.
So with that, Isha said that she kind of admitted that, like, between her injury and the fact that, like, she looks fairly young, but she is older than what she looks. She just has one of those faces. So she's kind of ready to retire from the hunting game, because the hunting game, either you retire early or you die. Like, there's no other choices really as far as that's concerned. And she wanted to retire a bit early before that happened. So she's like, all right, I've got one final task for you. You guys can pull this off. The roadhouse is yours. Because I want to, like, retire to my cabin in Colorado and just call it a day. So she assigned you guys to go deal with the fact that this, like, graffiti shit was happening again, but a little bit more organized, a little bit more intense. And it was done at a farm to the west, just outside of, just past the gun store. And so you guys are like, all right, well, we'll go check it out and stuff like that. So you did end up leaving Cash behind because she needed his help with a few things. So Cash, you ended up staying behind to help her out. Now, you guys went out to the farm, and this went dramatically different than how I thought this was going to be, partly because of Carson. But you guys, you went to the farm, you started, like, checking it out, like pulling in, getting out of the cars. You showed up with, I think you showed up with the Fiat, the bike, just the Fiat and the bike at first. You showed up, went into the house, after she, like, beckoned you in. She's like, yeah, boys will be in soon enough. Come on in for some peach pie and coffee. And you're like, peach pie? Fuck yes. And it was good peach pie, Buddha. I don't care if you say it wasn't.
It tastes like shit.
Duke's taste buds must be broken, because it was flavorful, and, like, it wasn't
garbage.
fresh. It wasn't fully fresh because it was, like, day old pie. Because you would find out soon that it was baked by the wife, like or maybe the husband. I don't know if it's baked by one of the farmers, but who you were dealing with at the moment was not one of the farmers. And you found this out because of a misunderstanding with Carson, who, without actually saying the topic of what they were talking about, was going on about, like, I understand, I've been there too, blah, blah, blah. So, like, for some reason, the demon lady thought Carson was a fellow demon through a misunderstanding, and that, okay, tipping point, let's just kill everybody, because neither of you were actually talking about the topic you were talking about. And Carson was being talking about being abducted, and she was talking about killing everybody because she's a demon. So things escalated a lot faster than I thought they were going to. And then, yeah, last week we showed off that Talking with Adam here has the Pizza Planet outfit, which looks like he's wearing again. So I'm not giving you points every week for it, but I still adore it, and I still fucking love it.
Welcome to Pizza Planet.
Greetings, cosmic voyagers. Let your taste buds go on a intergalactic journey.
So good. So good. Yeah, so she basically looked at Carson and she's like, all right, so this is, like, a good time to, like, do stuff. And he's like, yeah. And so she's like, all right, cool. And she takes, like, the knife, the kitchen knife, like, that she had just been cutting the pie with, and, like, stabbed Duke in, like, the shoulder. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? So yeah, combat ensued. She ended up getting, like, blasted into a wall, knocked out, eventually double tapped. A little, like, kid zombie came in, and you blasted him in the face and shit, and eventually, like, got rid of him. You went outside to find the daddy demon, papa demon. Looks like he was doing, like, another one of those ritual circles or something, and he had, like, a torch in his hand. So Carson, like, instantly, like, basically sliced him in twain with a car, pinning what was left of him, like, against the bar, and he'd, like, sloughing onto the roof and stuff like this, only to find out that it wasn't. It was just a circle, which was weird because it wasn't a thing at all. I think Doc was the one that noticed this, and you guys did investigate inside to find pictures of Isha, the roadhouse, sort of like plans about the roadhouse, as well as, like, other unsettling things, like all the cattle had been mutilated and there was, like, a throne made out of their bones and shit. And the other two boys were nowhere to be found. So you're like, oh shit. But for some reason, you guys didn't think any mind of all that details. And you're like, oh, well, okay, cool. They're in town somewhere. So you decided to ride into town. And it was at this point you realized that there was a strange centralized storm over where the roadhouse is. And I'm glad you didn't try to leave anyone behind in this circumstance. And you're like, no, let's all go to the roadhouse. So you did indeed all go to the roadhouse, where there was like a rain of blood going on. You're like, oh, okay, there's more of this shit going on. And there was an already spent like circle, like the summoning circles that you've seen before, already burnt and spent around the roadhouse. You broke it on your way in, trying to get in, and you parked in front. So you stole a Ford Chevy in order to get there. Which means you don't have your Fiat at all anymore? You don't have your... Oh, no, you got the Fiat working.
Yeah, I got the Fiat working.
Yeah, okay. So you got the Fiat. You drove the Ford Chevy and the Fiat and the motorcycle back in. And you got in to find that Cash was knocked out in the corner. Cash, you had attempted to defend Isha, but you were kind of surprised because 2 teenage boys came in, and you're like, at first, the only thing that you were like, oh, they're going to try an underage drink or whatever. You weren't expecting them to suddenly like pull out weapons and begin just like insta-give Isha and stuff like that. As they went all demonic, and they ended up knocking you out in the process. Everything went black for you. Like blacker than usual. Yeah. And the rest of you come up to see Isha dead. Everyone else in there, like including the cook, the bartender, and Cash, knocked out. Sort of a little beaten up, but not dead. At least it looks like they were about to start double tapping people, but you stopped them. And you went in and you managed to waste the 2 demons, but as you did so, something began to happen. There was a crack in the sky, and this moon, this small moon, exited through this like crack in reality itself, coming through the clouds, where the roadhouse, the vehicles, and yourselves were sucked up towards it. You were sucked up towards, well, you don't know what's called the plane breaker yet, but that's what it is, an interdimensional traveling moon. And you were sort of in the process of this. Cash and the rest of the characters, the player characters, were sucked out of the roadhouse in the whole like transferring to the moon thing, and deposited outside of this giant walled city of some kind. You are surrounded by these it's like an ocean, almost like a pinkish ocean, but like absolutely covered in refuse, debris, and garbage from whatever realities this moon has traveled through. So it's a wide variety of things. You see things from similar places to like your Earth, but you also see like medieval, like old shitty medieval weaponry that's long since rusted, weird like psi gizmos, like all sorts of like strange things littered throughout these places. Crisscross through these oceans are these long winding paths that almost look like a nerve network along the cover of the moon itself. And Cash, you begin to wake up at this moment as all of you sort of like start like sit up and begin to take notice of your surroundings and what is going on. I guess I could have preloaded the Timeborn thing.
I think Cash like wakes up like with like a hard breath and like reaches out like, Isha! Oh.
He's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, she's gone, man.
Oh,
Never seen a storm like that in my life. What the hell just happened?
What about there were some fucking kids that came in.
Yeah, we wasted them. They were demons.
Oh, Isha.
Guys, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I'm sorry, man. Fucking, I'm sorry I couldn't save her. I should have been able to do more.
It ain't your fault. We probably could have like figured that one out quicker. We kind of got rused when we went to the farmhouse, you know, they fucking bamboozled us.
It's just as much our fault not leaving one of us behind to help you out, leaving you by yourself. I blame us just as much as you blame yourself.
It's on all our hands, that's for sure.
Ash just kind of like looks back down at the ground.
You look back down at
It's another bit of blood on my hands.
It's like a very strange ground once again. Like these paths do seem to be like dirt. They don't seem to be. It's weird. They do seem to be. I don't know. You don't know if they're carved or natural or what, but they're not like roads or anything. It doesn't look like they were like built. They're just sort of there.
Do we feel like we were actually sucked up off the earth and slammed on this place? Like, did we have like a physical feeling, or
yeah, you saw the ground. You saw the ground retreat as you moved away from this like chunk that was torn from the earth where the roadhouse used to be. You were able to like, as you were getting sucked out of the roadhouse itself as well, you like tumbled through the clouds as it was getting like the air was getting thin, things were getting like cold, as for a temporary moment there was like this moon within the atmosphere of the earth, a small moon, like a fraction of the size of like our normal moon. But you saw the earth retreat as you were sucked onto this moon before you blacked out for a moment.
With this feeling, like, has Carson felt this before? Is this similar to when he got abducted? Or is that a completely different thing?
That's different. This felt more like falling in the wrong direction. It felt more like as if you fell off a cliff rather than being moved. If Carson like did experience something like that, it felt more, it felt different. You would have been mentally and physically subdued and probably manipulated so you wouldn't freak out. Whereas with this, you were just falling up. You were fully able and aware to freak the fuck out the entire time.
If we were abducted by aliens, they're different aliens
goggles on
than the ones that took my BMW.
Doc puts his goggles on because everything kind of looks unknown.
Yeah.
So he wants to just kind of make a sweep of the perimeter, not like within probably 10, 15 feet, no further away from the group, and just kind of, do a 360 circle with his anti-thermal goggles to see if anything's like resonating, if we're in just some really fucked up place or if it's like, safe to continue.
So with your goggles, it's weird, you got to say. So there are spots, you wouldn't say it's like the same like supernatural shit that you would be experiencing if like it was ghosts or anything, but there's some weird cold spots out in the ocean. Like the ocean doesn't seem to be like, if you're looking out at the ocean, you would expect the part that you see to be roughly the same temperature. It's not. It's modeled and patchwork and kind of strange in that manner. The city itself also, when looking at it from this vantage point with the goggles, it's kind of hard to tell because it is a bit further away. Looks like it's a little bit of a trek to get to the city, but the entire city, when looking at it with the goggles, seems to be almost this like hemisphere of something. But when you take the goggles off, there's no roof to this. That's just a wall. So you don't know what's making the rest of that hemisphere.
All right. We're definitely not on Earth anymore. Carson, you were right. Something just
like
fucking happened.
Ground and everything around him and be like, gee, Doc, what led you to that conclusion?
Is there any red seas on the planet on Earth?
Look, Carson, look through this. Tell me what you see. And he takes the goggles off and hands them to Carson. Like, look at the fucking ocean and the dome, like, structure over whatever the fucking city that is. That's definitely not New York.
So,
like, it wasn't just like we went east. Like, something fucking happened.
Well, what's with that dome? Because, like, are they trying to keep something out? And, like, we don't have a dome, so is that something going to, like, get us?
Oh, I mean, do this thing. Do this number. Dome, no dome. Dome, no dome. Dome, no dome. Like,
wow. That's something else. That's pretty cool.
Is there any signs of, like, the roadhouse or any of the stuff that, like, the vehicles we came with?
You don't know where they are. You got separated in the sky when you're being transferred, but you don't see any debris from the roadhouse or the cars, which on one hand, you wonder if they'd just been smashed to bits when they landed, but you didn't. So
no, they fucking first my BMW and pepperoni, and now my fucking Fiat
and the Roadhouse.
Feeling you might be able to upgrade around these parts. So I think we kind of got to start moving. Like let's put one foot in front of the other and just kind of see. We're standing here ain't gonna do us no good. Somebody's gonna have to give us some answers.
And I think that we should definitely get inside that hemisphere.
Yeah, it looks like everything else is going to consume itself if we don't get in there. That's the feeling I'm getting right now.
I feel like we got abducted by aliens in the wrong way.
Reverse abduction.
Well, I don't know.
They saw us and then nope, fuck those guys, throw them over there.
Or it was a mistake. Maybe they were trying to take something else and they took us and now we're just fucking here. Because this is definitely an alien spaceship or something.
I don't know. I feel like those demons probably just set up some fucking portal thing to send us literally anywhere that wasn't Earth because we kept fucking this stuff up.
That's not a bad theory. But Lee, now you can fucking admit that my BMW was stolen.
I just think you sound crazy. But
is it so crazy though? Look where we're at. Have you ever seen some shit like this?
I've never seen Red Oceans before, yeah. Maybe the kid's on something.
There's some validity to it, whether it's completely true or not, left to be discussed later. But I mean, Carson's got me intrigued at the very least.
Well, where did my dog go and where did my car go?
While they're all talking, Duke starts walking.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's follow him.
Deck's also walking. Yeah.
Wait,
He's just following Duke. He doesn't care about the conversation. He's just.
It's I'm gonna go find my fucking bike, and he starts walking with Duke.
Yeah.
Doc runs up and Swift walks past Duke to where he's in front, where he doesn't feel like he's following him anymore.
I'm in front. As you're going along, the sky, which was a starry night sky, has been rotating fairly quickly ahead of you, and suddenly it's a little bit like it's daytime again, as below you see the Earth coming into view, rising, except that it's taking up most of the sky. You think that the moon that you're on is still in a very low orbit, within the atmosphere orbit of Earth.
We definitely abducted by aliens.
Definitely not
Everybody
our
see the Earth
moon.
from here.
Everybody starts moving. Cash doesn't move.
Oh,
He is fully I don't even think he heard any of the conversation that went on, you guys discussing aliens or anything like that. If you look at him, he is checked out. He looks like he is fully disassociating. He he has a cigar in his hand and a lighter in his hand, and it looks like he had the intention to light it, and he's been holding it that way for the entire time you guys had that conversation.
Doc, you want to check Cash's legs, make sure they're not broken.
Cash.
What's up?
We're trying to figure this stuff out, man. We can't leave you behind again. Stick with us, man. We got to figure out where we're at, what's going on. We're definitely not. Look how close the Earth is right now. There's no way we're on our moon. We're on something else.
I go up to Cash with my lighter and just
the moon.
just light it for him.
Just light it for him.
Yeah, Cash will take your light and puff his cigar and be like, okay, and we'll stand up and kind of dust himself off. But as he follows behind, he's still really quiet.
So you guys wandering along this path, just sort of figuring things out as you go, trying to figure out what's going on in the situation. You get to these crossroads, and part of one of the junk piles actually shifts and moves as something springs out of it. And you hear, hey, oh, you can help me.
I blast it.
I was gonna say something moved. I was about to fucking say Jack pulled his gun out.
Yeah, stop. It's coming right for us.
You don't want to fucking shoot him.
No, I do. I'm shooting him.
You shoot him? All right.
Oh yeah.
Shoot him.
Can I push his shotgun to like hinder him?
Let's do like a contested roll for a second. Okay, sure. I wasn't expecting that. All right. Yeah. Can I let's just get a speed task from both Duke and Carson just to see if Carson can like tip your shotgun up before you fire.
I know it doesn't technically work for this, but would my danger sense of him trying to like stop me work?
No.
I know it's technically. Oh, okay.
It's not really danger.
Would my sleight of hand give me training in this role?
I wouldn't say there's anything slight about it.
Okay, that's true.
So speed test.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
How about trained in hunting?
No, because it's not the shot that you're having issues with. It's just just him wrestling, like
You
just
don't need
pushing
to
the gun.
Shotgun every single thing we see, you fucker.
All right, yeah. Okay, wasn't expecting this result. I'm gonna have to bring Jerry out here. Okay. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So Jerry comes out of the bushes and goes, "Oh, you can help me!" And then you're just like, "Oh, bang!" It's like blasting him into the debris. I don't think Jerry has. Oh, he has 1 armor. Okay, so 6 damage. Yeah, that brings him down to like half. So he like ragdolls back into the debris pile, just like, oh god, why? Are we continuing this as combat? Because he does not seem interested in hostilities. He's panicking more than anything.
I think the guys will be able to stop me now more.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I'll definitely stop him.
Cash is also gonna rush forward and try and stop and be like, hasn't there been enough fucking death today?
Jack's got his gun out, but he's not like gonna shoot the alien unless the alien tries to retaliate.
Goddamn aliens!
Like the first thing that we see on this place, you just fucking shoot.
And he's doing that like
jumped
panic
out of a
thing.
fucking bush.
He's got that like panicked reaction, like, oh, I've been shot. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
And we actually understand him too?
Yeah, he's speaking perfect English.
Shit.
Does anybody have any red energy drinks?
I would assume that yeah, we understood him.
Also coming out of the like a nearby debris pile is he apparently had a friend. He comes out, this like anthropomorphic dog man comes out and he's like, "Oh no, Jerry, what have you done to Jerry?"
Is that pepperoni?
Why is there a talking dog? And I'm gonna start lifting my shotgun again.
Put your fucking gun down. Pepperoni?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Eroni to you. I don't know how you know my name, but Jerry, are you all right?
Pepperoni, is that you?
Carson, is that
Please stop saying my first and last name. It's just call me Mr. Eroni. I'm an explorer here that Jerry brought to this place. Oh, Jerry, you've been hurt.
Oh my!
Yo, Carson, that looks like that picture of your dog that you sent me that one time. Remember you sent me that picture of your dog? You're like, look, I got a new dog. And I said, I don't give a fuck. Looks like that.
Carson starts to cry a bit, and he's like, do you remember me?
He double takes because he's been super focused on his little alien buddy who's like hurt and like bleeding in the debris. He does double take and he's like, you do seem familiar. I swear I've met you before. But first things first, Jerry. And he like goes and he pulls this like bag out of the debris and there's like all these like weird high-tech alien gizmos. Looks like out of a bad like 1950s sci-fi flick. And he takes one and like implants it into the side of Jerry here, and you see some of the wounds begin to like slowly close up, and Jerry goes, oh fuck yeah, oh my gosh.
That sounds like some powerful stuff.
What the fuck is going on?
Kicks like a mule.
You.
Oh, yeah. I think I got shot too. Can I try some?
That was the last one.
Jerry by. Is he wearing a shirt?
Yeah, he's fully clothed, like what you see in the picture there. He's like fully clothed, like he's got this like nice like golden top hat thing going on.
No, grab him.
He was asking if Jerry had clothes.
Oh, Jerry. No, Jerry's butt naked.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab him by the throat then. Did you fucking kidnap me? Did you abduct me and steal my dog and wear my BMW?
Jerry looks at you, his like eyes blink sideways for a second before looking up at you and goes, "Hey, I know you." Oh, I was fucked up that night. Yeah.
What? You ruined my fucking life.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got my license taken away and everything for that. You know, like oh yeah, they never drink and abduct. You know, like going to the ass end of nowhere to these primitive little planets, all fucked up on whatever, and then you're like, oh, we're gonna like screw with the native population and. Whew. Oh yeah, you were him though. Yeah, so like, sorry about that. If we could make like reparations or something. Hey,
where the fuck's my car?
Pep. Hey, this dude used to own you.
That was my dog, Pepperoni.
Pepperoni,
my
like
best friend.
He straightens up, like dusts himself off, and he's like, "I'm sorry, what? Did you say this individual used to own me? What, a slave?
Not own.
You didn't own me. Like you didn't pay money to control me."
I didn't really control you. You kind of did like what you wanted. You hung out in my passenger seat and ate pizza.
Was I allowed to leave if I wished?
Well, like I wouldn't have stopped you. You didn't seem like you wanted to leave, though. You like pizza. Don't you like pizza? And I reach in my bag and I pull out like an old slice of margarita pizza. Like, you don't remember this?
Instantly begins to like drool like at the chops, and he's like, "Oh, I seem to remember that smell. Oh, pizza, you say?"
Yeah, we were like best friends. You're like my only friend.
I don't really remember much except for Jerry injecting me with that thing that sort of woke me up, made me like this, giving me some clothes, and of course we were in my magical carriage that we've stuck with ever since. Although it seems to have run out of whatever sort of magical fuel it needs to operate. But
magical carriage.
Yes, there was some sort of. He said that he had taken it when he found me.
It's your car.
Can you like show me where my BMW is?
I cannot. It was recently stolen. It was taken from us, and well, neither Jerry nor myself are exactly combative, if you will. I am a scholar and an intellectual, and Jerry here is pretty much a useless drunk.
Yeah, who's a scholar and an intellectual? Who's a scholar and an intellectual? And I like grab his like scruff.
Oh, I am. Oh.
Oh, fuck. Jerry?
Yes.
I'm gonna hit you.
Oh, God, what? Why?
You fucked up my life. I get a free hit.
Duke just shot him. Doesn't that count as a hit?
No.
No, but this one's personal. Juke just shot him on reflex.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do it again, too.
You know, I'm all about like getting fucked up and doing crazy shit and fucking with the natural wildlife and stuff. But I've never been on the receiving end for it.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. You know, they say part of the 37-step program for recovering from these things is to get the reparations from people, and one of the steps is punches in the face. So, I got it.
All right, stand up.
Did they tell you the other step is giving all of your illegal narcotics to strangers?
If I had any left, brother would share. Yeah.
All right.
I rolled a nat 1 to punch him.
Wow. All right. Yeah, you go to punch him just as he was told to stand up. So he stands up and you like punch into the debris pile instead. Pulling your fist out, and there's just like a bunch of needles stuck in your fist. Just take 1 point of might damage.
Oh, first you fuck up my life, now you fuck up my hand.
Oh, he told me to stand up.
Fuck.
While these guys are having their conversation and everything, and now that Duke's just like, okay, while they're dealing with that, I'm gonna go scour some of those debris piles.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Something to do.
I told you.
You guys saw the quest that I think I clicked show to players for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 5 areas.
And there should be like a quest marker in the map now you can see as well, I believe, if I did it right.
Past 2 years of my life have just been a fucking mess of people calling me fucking crazy and looking down on me, and the only fucking person that understood me was Alex Jones. Do you know how fucking lonely of a world that is?
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Hey, I gave your story credence.
You followed Alex Jones? We abducted that guy once. He was too fucked up for us.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking nuts, but he obviously knew a couple things. You gotta weed through it with conspiracy theories.
We felt dirty just being around him. We put him back.
I said what I said.
We tried to increase his intelligence, but it didn't take. It's like he fought it. It's weird. All right, so
what did you do to Carson's dog that made him wear clothes and stand upright? That's not.
I just uplifted him. We do it to the things all the time. I just uplifted him, just made him like smarter than he was. I think we did it to your planet too, with like a bunch of these like ape things, but from what I understand, it was a failure because they didn't really turn out so well. So we just left you guys alone.
That pans out.
All right, Duke. So you find. Let's find you some. You're gonna find some ciphers, actually.
Oh, you're skilled in foraging, so you can go like dumpster diving and shit. That's fucking hilarious.
That's great.
That's really funny.
First time he does, it's on a different world. Like it's so great.
Well, I have inability and for social interactions and loner inability, so I'm like,
oh, whoops.
I don't really care about this social interaction. I'm just gonna find everything.
First things
or
first.
At least try to find something.
I can add the fantastical onto here. Let me do a reroll in a second. Save, update, and I can add. You can now roll fantastic effects. Let's go.
When there's a chance, also, can I get a cipher to fill my pool?
Sure.
Because I only had one.
We haven't healed or anything yet, still, right? We're still.
We picked it's like mere moments after the last session.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. All right, so you find.
That was one thing that I was going to. I was going to ask because I wasn't here last session. Do I have my action in 10-minute recovery rolls?
Yeah, you've had like a whole week, so you actually should be
like full.
They just knocked you unconscious, didn't really do damage. So yeah.
Yeah, they got to you before you could even pop anything, right?
All right, there is a bin. You found some items. Some weird shit, gizmos, magical. You can flavor it pretty much how you want. It looks like you rolled fantastical for each one of them, so they're all kind of strange.
I can't open it.
You can't open it? Oh,
it's locked or something.
Yeah, I tried to peek in there. It won't let me.
Probably because you don't have a player on the scene.
Oh, right. Right.
Smart.
Let's get you. I guess we got to bring everyone in. Duke, Carson, you. Okay, can you open it now? There we go.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you found some weird shit. All right.
I don't think I can. Let's see.
And then Cash, we were going to get you an extra subtle cipher as well, just in case.
Yes, please.
Not that many. We'll just take the first one. Thank you. And the first one was best tool. Please. There we go. Ease the difficulty for anyone check using a tool by a step. Ease by 2 if the cipher is level 5 plus. It's not. It's 3.
It is not. It's not.
It's not.
Okay, I definitely want that spatial warp. I guess I'll get rid of this detonation gas.
I would like the object replicator, please. I would like to use it immediately, thank you.
So I can't give manifest ciphers to other people, right?
Yeah, you can. They're just
Those
items.
ones you can.
It's subtles you can't
Okay.
trade.
Can I put one in there somehow?
Yeah, I think you can just drag and drop.
There. Because I'm going to take the spatial warp.
Got a gas grenade.
Oh, unidentified cipher.
Oh, that's my bad. I forgot to identify them in the thing. There, it said it. Oh, all of them are identified now.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll basically like be digging through this rubble pile and just like kind of look at this thing, be like, eh. And then I'll see the spatial warp and I'll be like, kind of looks like a lens thing and be like, I'll take that. And I throw like I don't throw the detonation gas. Well, I don't activate it. I just kind of like toss it to the side and I grab the other thing. I'm like, if you guys want
So
them.
the other ciphers, they're all in this like shitty cardboard box that's just there. So like, yeah, if you go over, Jack, you can like take a look and see some other stuff that's there.
If nobody wants that cloning device, I'll take it.
Oh, like that's all you.
Jack's gonna clone himself some drugs on the spot.
Okay.
Yup.
Additional copies of modes less than 3. So
Just look at
yeah.
that, Jerry.
So you just
Hands on his head.
I'll just remove it because you're just using it immediately. So yeah, you just clone yourself a bunch of whatever narcotics it is you wish.
Hell yeah.
Not like obscene amounts, but if you want like a kilo of white powder, then feel free, I guess.
Yep. Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Looking around the ocean. Oh, sorry.
I assume it's like some like shitty scanner device or something, and Jack just comes over and pulls like a little baggie out and just kind of drops it in there, and then suddenly, you know, the machine just starts going crazy. It like fucking spews out a bunch of bags of shit, and then it just like explodes or whatever, and Jack just like collects all of it, like throws it in his bag.
It's like hugging it. He's like,
Yeah.
yes.
That's right. Perfect.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing while you guys are doing your thing. So
Jerry looks over and he's like, "Did you just use advanced technology to like duplicate fucking narcotics?" Because that's what I do. Yeah, that's what I do.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, that's why space is great.
And then more of these?
Do you have like space weed?
I did. I was out. I didn't know that shit was in there though. I would have used it if I'd known. I would have made
there's still 2 things.
like Zumba powder.
There's still 2 things in there, guys. If you want.
I'm okay.
I'm full of ciphers.
Same.
I'm like showing Pepperoni old Facebook posts of me like and him with my BMW. What happened to your fucking collar? You had a collar with a little golden bone. It said fucking Pepperoni. It cost me $15, man.
Oh, I use it to tie my things together in my pack, and he pulls it out, and he's got like some like scrolls of paper and whatnot bound by this collar.
Yeah, like I know he like awoken you and gave you intelligence and shit, but like,
why is this?
He stole you and my BMW.
Well,
and fucked up my whole life.
Excuse me,
I work at fucking Pizza Planet.
If you did not own me, how is it that he stole me?
Well, like, I don't know if you wanted to go with him or if you wanted to stay with me in the margarita pizzas.
Well, I was not uplifted before him. I didn't really want much of anything except probably food. He enlightened me. And for that, I am forever grateful to him. Now, don't get me wrong. I do have memories of you. More is coming back, and I do... they're pleasant. I remember you. I remember the taste of your face. I don't remember why, but I remember the taste of your face.
I guess he did awaken you. That's pretty fucking crazy. And it's vindication. Everybody's been calling me nuts for the past 2 years.
Let me put it this way. My fond memories of you, although distant past now for me, been much time ago, is enough that I will definitely be overlooking the fact that your friend shot my friend.
I'm gonna be honest here. As much as I hate Duke shooting people, if I had known that he was the person that caused all of Carson's problems, I wouldn't have blamed him for shooting you either.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Jerry actually looks at you.
Says hello.
Jerry looks at you and he's like, I don't understand. Like, I did my reparations. Like, I told your government what I did. It was in their files. Why didn't you just file a Freedom of Information Act?
Oh my god.
I attack him again.
Jack starts fucking laughing. Like, as soon as he starts mentioning the Freedom of Information Act, Jack just starts cackling in the background, like, because he knows what's gonna happen.
Even Duke actually has a little grin right now.
Section 207, paragraph 4. States that I have the right to a fair and quick Freedom of Information Act, as I'm like pummeling him.
As Carson is pummeling him, Cash is now like, from like being completely just fucking miserable, just laughing his ass off.
You ruined my fucking life. But thank you for awakening Pepperoni. That's pretty fucking cool. But I fucking hate you. You owe me narcotics.
Listen, if you want your car back, why don't you just go get it? I mean,
I'm going to. I said you owe me fucking narcotics.
Well, where is it?
Oh, I got some stash in the car.
Oh, you also owe me narcotics.
Assuming, like, you know, Pep here doesn't mind, like, giving up his magical carriage. Never really got the hang of, like, it was technology. You can have your car back. Like, Pep, you willing to give him your car? And the dog, like, the dog man kind of looks a little sad, and he's like, I guess it was his car.
Hey Pep, he'll probably let you sit in the passenger seat and hang your head out the window if you want. You know, for old time's sake.
That is one of my favorite pastimes to do, yes. But primarily we were using it to traverse the roads for exploration amongst the sea. But I guess we could find another one. Or
what's
something.
Sea? What sea are you talking about?
The one we are surrounded by. This entire ocean.
Does that have a name?
I think so, but you'd have to ask the locals that. We haven't really gone into the city. Not for any length of time. They sort of request that we become citizens to get much information to do much, but we are, I dare say we are free agents, is what Jerry likes to say. Just biding our time until we can put together enough pieces for him to make his, what do you call it? Your hovering disc vehicle? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But why was he just laying there in a pile of garbage when Duke shot him? Screaming help. What did he,
we were
what did
looking
he
for
help with?
more parts. But the main part that we need is in the trunk of the magical, vehicle, the car. You can have the car if you'd like.
Oh, sorry, I was gonna say the car's been stolen by some tough types, and these two can't fight for shit, so they need somebody who can fight for shit to go get it.
That is correct, yes. If you can find and secure my magical carriage, you can not only, I guess it is yours. You could keep it, and if you would mind giving me little drives now and again, we'd be willing to, of course.
Ride in the car.
We could give you recompense, say 10 gold apiece, if you were willing to help us out.
Gold?
You do finance things in gold pieces, yes?
Bars or coins? I've worked with gold before.
Coins.
Dollars.
Can't afford bars.
Oh.
I'm not sure
yeah,
what a dollar is.
Could definitely take you for a ride in the car if you want. You want to go for a ride in the car?
I would really like to go for a ride in the car.
All right, where was the last spot you seen your magical carriage?
It's not too far from here, actually. The reason we were rummaging around was partly for weapons to try and take it back ourselves through a level of bravery. But we don't really have a lot of that, and we didn't find any good weapons aside from some broken pipes, which I may have gotten tetanus from, but I think I'll be okay. But just to the north of here, there's a area being camped by these demonic entities.
Yeah, I've killed demons before. Killed some demons just before we met you guys. No problem.
Yeah.
Keep that gold hot and ready.
Yes, of course.
I think we should go take care of that right now.
I'm gonna start very poorly, maintaining my wound that I still have in my shoulder here.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, just rubbing it, I pull off the bandage that's there, and it's full of blood and stuff.
Oh shit!
You got stabbed.
You got stabbed.
I got stabbed in the knee too.
Oh yeah, we got kind of stabbed except for me, yeah.
That was some shitty peach pie too.
And
I liked
years of eating garbage just killed your taste buds. Still, that pie tasted fine.
Yeah,
No, that pie
anything
was
that
fine.
doesn't have a certain layer of mold to it, it just doesn't suit Duke's taste buds anymore.
Yeah, it's got to be.
There's a mold
Some garbage
threshold.
juice.
If there's not enough of that moldy taste, you don't like it.
Blue cheese is the bomb.
We try to figure out.
Cheese is mold.
Should we try to figure out where the fuck we are, or should we go right for my BMW? Because I kind of want to go for the BMW.
Anyone got some bandages or something? He's just looking at a hole in his shoulder.
Can we
Jack
find?
has alcohol. it's not quite bandages, but I'm sure Duke would take it.
He's got the knife. He's gonna fucking burn the wound closed with his crack knife.
Yeah, Jack could do that.
Carson,
Cauterize it.
before we go looking for your car, can we try to find the roadhouse? You said it.
To be fair, it's not exactly a pressing need. They've had our carriage for the past day, and we've got some supplies and food here. We're just rummaging around in the meantime, which is what we'd normally be doing anyways. So if you wanted to go find a house, then feel free to do so. Although if you're not back within the next day or two, then we might have seen if we could find someone else to assist us.
Man, I kind of want to just deal with this shit now so that these idiots can pay us and then we have some money when we go into town.
My
But
dog's not a
it's up to
fucking
you
idiot,
guys.
dude. He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Sorry.
Gary's an idiot,
This
though.
fucking drug addict and the gentleman and a scholar that's accompanying him.
And Jerry's like, that's better.
I take out my lighter and my hunting knife, and I'm starting to make the blade hot.
Checks out.
Jack will help. Jack will offer his like machete cocaine knife if you want to use that. Like,
Oh, it's only like a butter knife.
I mean, like, I got a welding torch on me.
It might be a little too much. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then once it gets hot enough, I'm gonna like pull it down and be like, all right. I'm gonna like look kind of down.
If you're still hurt, the first time you enter the city there someone will meet you, and the first time you enter, like, because a lot of people get sucked to this moon, they will do a little bit of healing on you, and to make sure that no one is entering the city in dying need.
Yeah, my leg's looking pretty bad. Your neck's looking bad too there, Duke. Maybe we
He's
should
just
go.
looking pretty bad too.
What?
Jack fucking
That's a
laughed.
joke. You know, a joke.
You see where we are, Duke? Ain't damn time to be joking around.
I'm gonna look around at just another garbage dump.
We're fighting aliens. There's demons around.
No, I think he's right though. This is pretty much another garbage dump.
I feel right at home here.
We'll look around. Look,
Like
look,
average
look to the
Tuesday
right.
for Duke.
It doesn't smell too much different either. It smells just like the back of the roadhouse.
Cass wants to go to town. I think fucking Carson wants to go for the fucking BMW. What do you guys want to do?
I miss my corner.
We'll find you a new corner.
I just
No,
want
I
to
want my corner.
I want to make sure Jake and them are safe. Like Isha died, but some of the other people in the roadhouse might be okay.
Yeah, what about Neil Armstrong? What if they uplifted him already?
I mean, only we landed
We
here.
got a
so-
Neil Armstrong right here. It's a fucking pepperoni.
I'm sorry, what? My name's Mr. Ironi. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. Dogs look all the same to me.
That's a
Wow.
little racist.
That's
Oh.
fucked up.
My gosh.
You
Jack's like, I'm high right now. Look, and I'm on an alien planet. I don't. Are you even? What are
You
what are
wanna-
you even?
come with us to find our like quarters. Basically, it's a place that we stay. It's got a roof and 4 walls. Probably better than sleeping out here with the debris and shit.
No, we're okay, actually. We've got a little techno tent thing that Jerry's got. Protects us from the elements and is actually quite cozy on the inside. Keeps us good until we can get our car back. Which just so we can get our components. We only need a few more components, and I do believe Jerry's ride will have been indeed decked out. Pimped, if you will.
My right. Oh, you mean his UFO?
Well, no, I don't. What's a UFO?
An unidentified flying object.
Oh no, it's quite identified.
Flying saucer.
I guess it would be an IFO.
Identified flying object?
I would say so, because we can definitely know what it is.
Like a bird.
No, we don't know what it is. Unidentified to us on the ground.
Birds work for the government.
I guess I don't.
Jerry's like, well, if I finish my vehicle, I gotta go tell your government the e-fuckers are missing, and maybe they can send rescue or something.
I don't know about that one. But
Hold on. You're gonna when we're gonna help you get your vehicle fixed, and you're gonna go tell our government that we're missing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna care.
Do you want me to?
They're not gonna give a shit.
Yeah, Jack just starts fucking laughing.
And Lee was there laughing too.
I mean, your government's not that bad. Like after I like accidentally like stole your shit and your dog and everything, you know, like I gave that apology note and like the $200 million you were supposed to get as like reparations. Like your government was pretty chill about giving that to you right away.
Oh boy.
You know what they did to him? You know what they did to him, Jerry? You know what they did?
Well,
you know what they did?
I'm assuming it's like every government where they took care of him peacefully to make sure he was happy and content and healthy, right?
You see the pain on his face right now.
Carson starts weeping.
That's what governments are for. That's what our governments do.
What else did you give the government that was supposed to go to him?
We felt really bad. I wasn't sure when I was going to be bringing him back. So like a dose of the immortality drug.
$200 million. $200 million.
Ash puts a hand on like Carson's chest. Like, it's okay, man. It's fine.
Jack is like practically rolling on the ground, laughing his ass off. Like,
I had to work at fucking Pizza Planet, dude.
Didn't you go to jail for like a month or something too? Aren't you like a criminal like me, technically?
Yes! It was a fucking felony charge of animal abuse and
That's why they
fraud.
never got back to you.
Wow.
They stole your money.
Yeah, you might have more criminal charges than I do, actually.
This was a government that did this? Governments aren't bad people.
Man. Yeah, no, they're terrible. Ours is, anyways. Don't tell them anything about us, because honestly, they might come looking for us, but just me and Carson, so they can throw us back in jail.
Are you saying your government lies? Because like a couple of years ago, a couple of buddy of mine, like their shit broke down in like, I think the place is called Roswell or something like that. Your government was like, oh no, they're fine, and they left, and like we like gave them packed lunches and shit. But like we haven't seen them since. I assume they're on a road trip or something. But like, are you saying your government lies about shit?
Yeah, that was like 80 years ago.
Once again, we got immortality drugs. I mean, what's 80 years?
Oh yeah, they've probably been experimenting on your homies for like.
Yeah, they probably cut them open.
Yeah.
Check their insides like 6 or 7 times.
Now we gotta glass your planet.
That's okay. I don't care
No,
about
my
that.
fucking grandma's there. You can't gas the planet. The government's fucking fine, Jerry. Shut the fuck up.
Can you move his grandma here before you...
Not gas the planet, glass the planet.
What's that?
You know, just like superheat the surface.
No, don't do that. My grandma's there. Don't fuck up my life more. Just shut the fuck up and don't tell anybody anything about anything.
All right, you know what? I'll owe you one. I won't end your entire species and civilization. All right.
You owe me a lot more than one, but it's cool. It's cool. How long? Just out of character, how long would it take for us to get to like the entrance, the walls of this place, like walking from here?
You guys another like half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. So I would tell them like, okay, like we're gonna go try to find the roadhouse. I'll meet you back here in 6 hours. Like.
Oh yes, very good.
Whether or not we find it,
we'll be camping in the debris pile right here at the crossroads. I do believe we've got some snickerdoodles left and a couple of sandwiches, so we should be fine for the next while. And yes, if you can be back within the next couple of days, that would be grand. If not, we may have had to get other explorers and, you know, ocean divers to assist us, in which case I cannot guarantee that you will be the one gaining ownership over the carriage.
Ocean divers?
How many snickerdoodles do you have left?
Enough for us. I want to cookie.
Trade you this. Doc pulls out a handgun and he's like, I'll trade you a handgun for it.
Oh gosh, no. I'm not a gun person.
Can we talk about, sorry, what do you need ocean divers for if the car is in, like, been stolen?
Oh, people dive the ocean for debris all the time. After all, every time we pass a new world or dimension or whatnot, we like suck up a bunch of shit from the place that we've just visited, and some of it's quite good, actually.
That's pretty sweet.
Sounds like heaven.
But like, don't worry, I'm gonna be back. I'm not gonna leave you, Pepperoni. I know this is weird, but like, I love you. You're my dog. Give me a hug.
My memories of you are foggy at best, and this is going to sound weird, but could you scratch behind my ear one more time?
Hey, who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Oh, yes. Oh, my lordy.
All right.
Is
That's
this
just
real
fucked
life?
up.
Yeah,
This is real life.
This is a bit
fucking
fucked
weird.
up.
Well,
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Try to find the roadhouse. We'll be back, pepperoni.
yes, of course. Thank you. And yeah, with that, you guys are like taking off. I'll get rid of those. We can just hide you guys for now. Actually, I wonder if even hidden, if it will still work. Just loot stuff. I guess we'll find out afterwards. All right, so you guys go on towards the entrance.
I'm keeping my eye out for anything that looks shiny and nice.
Now here's the weird thing. This looks like it's the main entrance because you actually see some other people like going in and out. This is the first time you start to see other people, and it's a wide variety of freaks. There's one or two humans around as well, but you see mixtures of like floating robots, fantasy elves, little goblin creatures, strange interdimensional, fourth dimensional energy beings, like. It's a wide variety of things at this gate. But as you walk up, sort of reluctant at first, there is an individual there.
Are we in the internet?
Yeah, at least he'll take his sunglasses off and be like, what the fuck?
Is that fucking RoboCop?
Yeah, Duke, this is the internet.
It looks like RoboCop.
As you start to
right about everything.
As you start to approach this, you're assuming woman, she's got a fair amount of scars all over her, but she's wearing like mismatched armor. It looks like her armor is sort of pieced together from various other armors. Some of it like old medieval, some of it kind of like futuristic, like the one shoulder pad almost looks like it comes from like Warhammer 40K, with the breastplates like elven. And she approaches you and she's like, welcome to Timeborn. My name is Darikos. I do not recognize you. You are new. Yes?
Greetings, Cosmic Voyager.
Jack's just gonna like to Carson, let Carson do the intro, I guess. No, take it away, Carson.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just fucking defaults to that.
I mean, I guess it is true that we are all cosmic voyagers here in one way or the other. It is the nature of the Prime Breaker.
Cash like tips his hat and
The what now? Sorry.
Cash tips his hat and looks and says, "Please don't mind my friends. They don't interact with people very often."
Doc's in the back throwing his hands up like, what are we taught to interact all the time?
I'm gonna like get real close and like kind of smell her a little.
Oh God, dude, don't do that.
Jack's gonna try to like pull it Duke back like a little bit as he's like.
You can't just be sniffing people. Hey,
you get a good
push them back.
sniff in before they pull you back, and she's, I mean, well bathed, maybe lightly perfumed in some way.
Doc finally goes, look, we're new here. And from what I understand, we need to inquire about a citizenship. Can you point us in the right direction?
You did look like you were the type that was new to this place. I am part of the Interpreters Guild. I dare say it might be difficult for you to talk to some of the people within the city. But I've got some things here for you. 1 second. And she pulls out like some like very small vials, like very, very tiny, very tiny ones. Each of you drink one of these, please. I've just drank one myself, which is why you can understand me, even though I don't speak the language that you do.
Doc wants to make sure she's on the up and up. Can I read her body language?
Yeah, go ahead.
This isn't like a deceiving thing.
It's an intellect
Jack drinks
task.
liquid anyways.
Jack just slams it back.
Yeah.
And I believe, Doc, what do your goggles see? Like, do
It's
they see anything
it's
with
a
the
red
vial?
liquid. It looks like strawberry Kool-Aid, but when you drink it, tastes like steak.
Oh, okay.
Doc, with that, she seems on the up and up as far as you can tell.
Okay. Doc just smiles at her and grabs it.
Steak.
Thank you, and just tips it back as well.
You guys don't even know what that is, and
I was about to say,
ain't
look at it
touching
with the goggles. Can I see your goggles, Doc? And look at this vial.
Look, the goggles aren't going to be any use here. Trust me, I can tell that she's on the up and up. She means well, and she's here to help us. I promise.
Kid, I don't
already
trust
drank
you. Why would I
mine, my
trust
head
her?
hasn't exploded, so.
I'll trust your judgment.
Aside from
Are my eyes red still?
your
Yeah, but like 30 seconds to like analyze him, see, like look left to right,
actually,
see
yeah,
if he's okay after drinking it.
at the moment, Doc, your eyes are still. You do still have those like blood powers that you got from the rain. So, is anyone else not drinking it?
I'll drink it now after seeing Doc's fine.
Duke's
Like I
not
said, 30
drinking.
seconds.
Yeah.
Cash will drink it as well.
Okay, so just Duke. Okay, so the rest of you, like, you drink it, and like there's like once again there's like this general din of these various creatures around you making these god awful noises. Like you're hearing like people in other languages, or there'll be like this like one like bird thing just like ah, ah. But as you drink it, it starts going from ah, ah, to I say those shoes would fit me quite nicely. As all of the din of these noises start to become a language that you understand.
Duke, Doc looks back at Duke, noticing that Duke didn't drink it, and he's like, "Seriously, buddy, it's good. It'll help you communicate in here. You might want to go ahead and take it down."
I don't trust what you say.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine. Somebody just
It's
talk.
fine. Yeah.
I kind of like
Just
that
saying,
Duke.
I mean, okay.
I like that Duke's not going to be able to understand people and requires you as a translator now. Yeah. So she gives you an extra vial for him, and she's like, if he decides to drink it in the future, go ahead and give it to him. But it's understandable. You don't know who I am.
I hand it over to Cash, and I look at Cash and I say, "Maybe you should be in charge of Duke."
I'll drink his vial if he doesn't want it.
Absolutely not.
Look, he doesn't
no.
believe me, Cash.
No.
He doesn't.
No.
Look, I know you were
No.
in the
I'll
Roadhouse.
take it.
No.
I know you were in
I'll
the
hold on to
Roadhouse
it.
a week ago, but I need to understand. He and I had a moment that would not put us as best friends.
That's fine.
I shot an energy
no.
Cash, I shot an energy drink out of his hand.
I don't
and
care.
Then he didn't get to drink it. So I think that's still resonating, even though we're on a different planet.
First of all, Doc,
Apparently, old shit
Jack grabs
comes
the
with
vial.
you.
First of all, Doc, I'm surprised that he didn't shoot you. Second of all, I'm not his handler. Fuck that. I don't.
Not a handler, just a handler of the juice.
You're asking me to be his handler because it starts with being the handler of the juice. Listen, Duke, it's good shit. If you don't want it, I'm not gonna force it down your throat. But for fuck's sakes, like, just do something. Doc,
Man,
it's like
he's gonna piss. If I have it and he pisses me off, I'm just gonna pour it out right in front of him.
I would like
you
to
don't
ask
want me
for.
to have this.
I would like to ask for one thing for our stream. If we're going to continue to use the term handler of the juice, please make sure you enunciate.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
I went there.
oh man.
Yeah. So she's like looking at you guys arguing amongst each other, and she's like, he does not have to drink it. Okay.
It's fine. They're all
Doc,
they're all
let's
nuts.
Jack take it.
I'm gonna look at Carson and be like, what are they talking about?
Don't
Duke,
worry
if you
about
don't
it.
want basically, Duke, they're just saying if you don't want the juice, I can have yours. Just puts it in the fucking
He's gonna
bag.
handle your juice for you.
Oh, it's my juice now. He doesn't
Wait.
want it.
Is juice like what kind of juice?
Steak juice.
Ugh.
Okay, the fucking juice doesn't matter.
You eat garbage and you're saying, the steak?
But steak juice, man, that stuff's like weird.
What is this place?
Like, what if you had juice that was flavored like steak? It's kind of interesting.
Like,
excuse me, ma'am. Can you point us in the direction of, like, where we should go to get our citizenship?
Oh, looking
maybe-
for the citizen. So here's the thing. You can enter the city and do a shopping as a visitor, but if you wish to claim a house or run a business or anything like that, you do have to be a citizen.
okay.
Do we
Well,
just
like-
say I'm a citizen, or is there like a process?
No, so what it is you need to prove to yourself that you are willing to help out in the city. There are notable figures throughout the city that have what are called a writ of assistance. If you can acquire one of those by helping him in some way and giving me or someone else from the Interpreters Guild a writ of assistance, we can grant you a citizenship.
Okay. Perfect.
like-
So we're welcome to go through the gate now?
Oh, yes. Yeah, nothing is stopping you.
You got like a medical tent for my boy Duke, and Jack's gonna like pull his like shirt out a little bit so they can see the giant fucked up wound that Duke has.
Oh, yes. You're, some of you look like you are in need of some healing, huh? 1 second. Sherry, come here. And this like little like green-haired gnomish lady comes out, and she's like, "Oh my, it looks like some of you need some healing, yes? Bit of patching. Okay.
Yeah.
Sit still. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and she begins to like sing, like almost Disney style. Some like weird birds with like too many wings and stuff flutter by. She's like, ah. And you feel washing over you this like warm, like calm feeling, happiness, like how childhood should have been. And anyone that is hurt can get 10 points to split amongst your pools, however you wish.
Cool.
Nice.
Amazing.
Thank you so much.
That's really nice.
Too so hot.
And then, of course, there's a quest there for earning your citizenship as well.
So when this place like goes
Almost.
by any given planet or location, it sucks a bunch of shit up, right?
That is true, yes.
So like if it sucked up a whole building, is there a chance that the building would have like landed in the city?
Oh, that happens all the time. Look in, and she leads you, because you're still at the gate. She leads you in a little bit, and you see every building is a dramatically different architectural style. Like you will have like a sci-fi launch platform next to a tiny little fantasy gnomish herbalism shop. Like every building is completely different from every other building.
That's fucking cool. So like 2 questions. First one, is there a place called the Roadhouse new anywhere?
If it is new from this new place that we just entered, which I am assuming that is what you're from, it's too new. I would not know about it. You're going to have to ask around. I've been at the gate doing my job all day.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool.
But yeah.
Well, you said the new district's over. Jack points at like wherever.
10 to 1, if your building is a business, it might have shown up in the tenement district to the west, but also very good chance that it is either in the market, and she points to like just like the northwest of you, or in the southern part to the east of the library. There's a lot of businesses there.
Sounds like we need to split up.
So one of us will check the north and another group will check south.
We still got our phones. Do they work?
Yeah, our
Send
communications
a
up.
text to Carson immediately to see if it works.
You're not getting any bars. I mean, the phones physically turn on. But you're not getting any bars.
Yeah, but no connection because there's no fucking towers out here.
I'll ask her, are there any, like, common forms of communication in Timesborn?
We've got a wide variety. I myself have used several different magical spells, scrying orbs, a interdimensional Ansible device. There's one device that just seems to be some sort of tiny trinket. I do not know what it's called.
Sounds like some weird fucked up Gandalf shit.
Carson pulls out his smartphone. He's like, something like this, maybe?
I have seen trinkets like that before, but they would looked a bit different.
Is there somebody who would know more about how we could maybe get them to work again? Is there somebody who deals with the things that come into the Timeborn?
You could check, maybe go check with Jari in the market. Jari is Marvelous Finds. He's one of the premier beachcombers for the Sea of Uncertainty there. He employs a bunch of people that come through for various magical and technological artifacts. If anyone is going to know how to put shit together, it is going to be Jari.
I see, but there's nobody else that does research on the stuff that comes in?
Oh, there is the archaeologist enclave, but they do a lot of stuff for the under the Timeborn, and then there is the Library of Worlds, which is they attempt to catalog the various things that have landed on the Planebreaker.
Okay.
Cool. But the access to either of those, you probably going to have to be a citizen. You might have some luck with the archaeologists. They do work with people venturing down below, but the library is off limits to non-citizens.
How big is this place? Like, if we were to walk from this end of town all the way to the fucking other side, how long do you think that would take us?
About an hour.
Vehicles allowed in here?
You're not allowed to go too fast since most people walk, but sure, we've got vehicles of various kind. Lots of people take vehicles out to
Carson's car back.
Yeah, like we definitely could do that, but I think we could maybe split into
find the
groups of
roadhouse
two,
easier,
and then and try to find the roadhouse. Maybe say we'll meet back at these gates in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
All right.
It'd be two groups of three.
If we do 2 hours, then that gives us time to meet back here before we have to go meet what's his fuck.
I think I'm just gonna put on my detective hat and try to ask a couple witnesses to see if they've noticed any buildings popping up anywhere.
We got 3 spots to check out: the World Swept Market, that spot east of the Library of Worlds, and the Tenement District for likely places for the Roadhouse.
I gotta tell you, the Library of Worlds really intrigues me, so I'll probably head that way.
I'll come with you. We'll be a team.
Leo,
Jack is probably gonna go to the market if that's one of the places that we're looking at.
So you're thinking Jack's gonna be at the market? Okay.
It seems like A, he could find the roadhouse there, and B, he might find illegal narcotics from the aliens.
You're not wrong.
Let me know if you can find some weed. I'll pay you back for it.
Well, guys, and remember she said east of the library, not the library itself. We have a goal, not to...
We have a goal. Fucking Doc's gonna go to the library for 2 hours. Jack goes to buy drugs. Duke can't fucking speak to anybody.
No, I'm trying to get back to Pepperoni. I'm gonna be trying to be as quick as possible.
All right, so we got Jack going to the market. We got Doc going to somewhere in the south there. Where's the other bimbos here going?
Leo,
I'm going with Doc.
Leo, do you want to go check out the Tenement District? That's the other place she mentioned.
Yeah, for sure. I'll head that way.
All right.
Do the same things. Start asking
I'll go with
questions
Jack.
and stuff.
Okay, all right. Evenly split 3 ways. Let's go.
You two be on your best behavior before we leave. I'll say that to Duke.
Go
and
fuck yourself, officer. Oh, okay.
I wasn't talking to you, Carson. I was talking to them. I know you're gonna be fine. You're gonna do nothing.
Hey, it's
Soft
my fucking
ass.
Second Amendment right. Is it illegal to tell you to go fuck yourself? No, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'll see you in 40 minutes or less, asshole.
I don't know if the amendments go right.
You ain't my real dad. You can't tell me what to do.
It's so good.
Everyone's just yelling at each other, fighting as we're leaving.
Fuck it, like you're all flipping each other the bird as you go. All right.
I'll see you in 40 minutes or less, motherfucker.
So good.
I wish I could give you an inspiration on that, Kirby. That was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's too good. Kirby, give yourself an experience point. Another player just kind of nominated you for doing good, so I'm gonna agree.
Yeah. I definitely second that. Holy fuck.
I'll co-sign that. That shit's hilarious.
Yeah. All right. I'll hide the party marker because you guys are like split into like a billion ways here, and then I just put you each on the map where you is. So we're gonna deal with the market first since it's kind of the closest. You guys are gonna get there first. As you go down and just like go north straight
Jack's
into
AFK.
the world swap market. We're not going to do the market first because Jack's AFK. We're going to do
Duke wouldn't be able to do anything. You can't understand anyone.
We're going to do the tenement district next instead. So let's go there instead. So tenement district. All right. There's even little descriptions here Monty wrote, or wait, I forget who wrote Planebreaker. Bruce? Might have been Bruce. Time-born's inhabitants wave vaguely to, inhabitants are vaguely to the west when pointing, or wave vaguely to the west when pointing out the tenement district. The only thing that makes this district different from any other part of the city, filled with mismatched structures, is that this area has a higher density of inhabitants per block. Instead of 1 in 10 buildings having an occupant on average, in the tenement district, 1 in 3 buildings is occupied. So yeah, you will notice as you head through the city that the city, for its size, is relatively vacant. It's not bustling by any means, despite the sheer amount of buildings, and most of the buildings, the vast majority of the buildings, seem to be falling apart, dilapidated, actually decaying almost before your eyes. They don't seem to be in very good repair, but every once in a while you will see buildings that do seem to be in good repair, either with a team of people in his very specific like yellowish vest working on it, or just because someone works there and they're like prettying up their lawn or like painting the side of it or something. You guys get into the tenement district, which although more highly populated, it's one of the areas where there's less buildings the further west you go, to the point where there is an area where it's just like open, like an open field or grasslands of some kind. But yeah, you get in and it's the one place in the city where it's a little more bustling than the others. But it is just rows and rows of houses, a couple of small buildings, like some various shops and whatnot, of various designs and what exactly are you doing to look around? Are you just wandering?
Yeah, at first we'd just be checking like each building, right? Looking for the roadhouse in particular, like trying to spot it out.
Even asking people along the way if they saw a new building drop in, like he doesn't understand how it works, so just see if anybody has heard anything about the roadhouse so they can get a sense of direction.
All right. You go through, you start asking around me like, hey, have you heard anything about this, like new buildings and stuff like that? And someone responds to you, well, I mean, if it's a new building in this area, go check with Murgle.
Murgle.
Yeah, he's in charge of the Preservation Society for this district of the city. So he kind of documents a lot of the buildings, and he is in charge of the local HOA.
Oh, is there anybody else maybe that we can talk to?
I mean, you can talk to anybody if you want, but if you want answers, it's probably going to be him.
When you say HOA, what does the HOA do? It's like the homeowners association.
Just make
right?
sure you're not doing anything bad with your house. Like you're not gonna like be storing explosives in the basement or, like having like weird radioactive materials like in your backyard, and that your lawn is 1.5 centimeters high.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah. Look, you know what? So where's Murgle? Where would we find Murgle?
Oh, go down the street, down that way. Turn left, and you were going to see a crowd of angry people currently yelling at someone in like the central area there at the crossroads. That will be Murgle.
Right. Great. Cool.
Lee will bust out his notepad, write that down. Murgle, crowd of angry people.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate the advice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And you have a great day.
Have a blessed day.
And
You as well.
also
Thank you.
with you.
And then like this, like it just looked like a normal human being, but in like a blacksmith's apron. And as he walks away, he sort of like skitters his way as you realize under the blacksmith apron there's like 100 tiny little insect legs that seem to be carrying him.
Leo, I don't want to talk to the homeowners association. The homeowners association on Earth was a nightmare. I can't imagine what it would be like on some kind of alien amalgam world. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, plus there's already a bunch of angry people there. Don't worry, we got this. I've dealt with crowds of angry people before.
Okay. You take the lead on this one then, man, because oh god. And I guess I follow Leo too.
All right, Leo.
Murgle.
You like get your like cop stance going on, and you kind of like you go down the street and you find there's like a group of like 6 people that are like yelling at this dude that's just sitting on a chair like in front of a cafe. And the dude looks like this.
He will start like pushing some of the angry people out of the way. Get out of the way! Hey, we're here to see Murgle.
And he's massive. You think if you were to stand up, he'd be nearly 8 feet tall. Just solid muscle.
Yes, we cut through the crowd of people, get up there and be like,
hey,
greetings, cosmic voyagers. Ah, it's got me saying it. Greetings, sir. Are you Murgle?
Oh yeah, I'm like I'm like Murgle. What can I do for you?
So we're new to these parts. Me and my friend Cash here, and we were looking for a building we lost along the way. It's called the Roadhouse. It might look kind of run down.
Well, I am like supposed to do like my rounds and make sure I'm checking all for the new buildings and stuff, since the moon, the plane breaker did just go to like a new area, don't you know? But I've got my hands a little bit full right now trying to fix something for the locals, since that's kind of my job. So I can't really do that, go through the records for you right now till I fix it. You mind helping me a quick one? Just trying to convince some people of some stuff with, good stuff like, but then we could do that and we could like look at stuff for you.
Yeah, we could give you a hand. I mean, with
like,
what?
the last place that we went by, was like this like water world, and we sucked up like a bunch of these like fish people called deep ones, and a couple of them like took up residence in like this part of the neighborhood, and they're calling themselves like the fish militia. Problem is they've redirected all like the water channels to their own little area, and the Mantis doesn't have enough guards to deal with it right now. And I don't really have a lot of backup, you know, because I'm just part of the Preservationist Society, and it's like I don't really have any toughs, and I'm not. I mean, look at me, I'm not really a fighter type, right? So, you look pretty tough if you think you could just like fuck with some fishes. Like, don't like. It doesn't mean you have to beat them up. I don't want you to beat up. Like, violence is never the answer. Like, that's the Orcish saying, right? Like, never resort to violence when you could use words and maybe like have a nice dinner or something. But if you could like maybe like talk them into like giving us the water back or something, like how you handle it's up to you.
Like fish militia, don't have to beat them up. You know, we'll try our best not to.
Yeah.
I kind of like beating people up sometimes, but
yeah, if you could get us the water back and like stop them from like getting it back or anything, you know, you could get like a reward, or if you're in need of a writ, you said you're new, if you need a writ of assistance, we can give you, you know, like one of those or something, and then I can check out for your place as well.
Yeah, that sounds agreeable.
Hey, good to know. Good to know. All right. Yeah. I mean, they've been doing it for days, so it's not like you got to do it like right away or anything. But if you could get it handled at some point like today, that'd be like super, super keen, super nice.
you got like paperwork or some sort of thing to tell these fish militia to leave, or we kind of just...
Well, they know that they're supposed to leave. I've already had, you know, in my rather, you know, orcish manner, I went up and like, I asked them like a couple of times to like with pleases and like apologies and stuff. But they did not seem to fall prey to my orcish methods like most people normally do, you know? So we might have to try something a little bit more, I want to say visceral, like, you know, like human like or something.
I see.
Not that I'm saying all you humans are like vicious predators or something compared to like the orcs, but you know, you tend to be a little bit more violent.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that we do be violent sometimes.
I'm glad Duke's not here.
We'll say, yeah, we know exactly what you're talking about there.
Fucking fish people. All right, much appreciated. Thank you. And yeah, I'll be here. I'm trying to get some paperwork together. You know what? If you're willing to help me out, I will preemptively start writing up that writ and seeing if I can find wherever your what'd you call it? The roadhouse?
The roadhouse. Yes.
Roadhouse.
Work for us is the best. Yes.
Okay, I will start digging into that right away. You scratch my back, I scratch your back, buddy. That's the way we go.
Sounds awesome. Well, we'll get it sorted right away.
All right, thank you. And yeah, he goes back to drinking his like he's got like a double there, and he like pulls out some paperwork, and in the very fine penmanship begins started going through his paperwork. Would you guys like he gave you like a street area like to go to, like an address basically? Would you guys be heading straight there, or would you be finding your friends first?
I don't know, it's up to you, Leo. I mean, between the two of us, it sounds like these guys just need a bit of simple reasoning. I thought that guy was going to be a lot worse than he was. He was
nice.
Yeah, he's a decent guy. I think we can convince these guys to be reasonable and share the water.
Yeah, let's hope that if they're not going to listen to that gentle soul, we might have to get a little rough. But yeah, he said you don't have to beat him up. So
I mean, I think we would have been more diplomatic than Jack and fucking Duke.
Oh, he would have just started blasting. He probably would have just shot the homeowner.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have a home.
Yeah, I think we got this.
All right, so you're gonna
we
head
can sort it before we meet back up. Yeah.
All right, so in that case, we'll continue to do that then. No sense jumping around. Okay, so you head to the address and you see like a series of, seem to be more like sci-fi style buildings. They're enclosed. All the windows look more like portholes, and you can definitely see all these like makeshift pipes that are like being like protruding from the ground. That looks like they've only been recently installed, that are all leading into these buildings. And you can see in the windows the sloshing of like the buildings are filled with water.
Do I knock? I think that's the play.
You know how to swim, Cash?
I do, but I don't know how. I mean, I can hold my breath, but that place is filled, and we can't really talk underwater. It's gonna make negotiating a little difficult.
Well, hopefully they come out here, and yeah, I'll keep banging on the door.
Okay, so you start banging on the door. You hear this like weird hissing sound, and then there's like ka-junk, 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 as like you see in a porthole in the front door, the water level begins to drop, and then finally and then like it opens. This is obviously some sort of airlock, and standing there is a dude that looks like that. Hey yo, what can I do for you? I'm Vince.
Hi Vince. This is Leo. I'm Cash.
And he points to another one behind him, and that's Joey.
Joey, how's it going?
Hi, Joey.
Hey
What's
yo,
up?
I'm Joey.
So we are a little bit new and helping out some friends that we've met along the way.
Yeah.
It would seem that since you've moved in, you are taking more than your fair share of the water in the district.
Hey, you know, we got like special needs and stuff. You know, we need all the water we can get. All these other jackholes, they're like, hey, we just need it for drinking, but you know, we can't be out of the water too long. We're gonna dry up, you know.
You know, I get that, but you know, like they need it for drinking to live. Some beings, and so if they don't have their supply of that because you are taking more than your fair share, that seems to be a bit of, you know, that's kind of rough, especially for just moving in. To you know, you don't want to inconvenience your new neighbors like that. When, you know, maybe there's something we can do to share that.
Hey,
you know?
look at this guy. I'll be like, fair share. Well, we ain't using no oxygen and no air. We ain't taking none of that. We're just taking some, like, you know, like the water and stuff, right? Right, Vince? Right, Joey? So
Leo,
tell you what, you can take an extra share of our air, and we're gonna take the water.
I'll look up the book and be like, Murgle said he's warned you guys, you gotta go. Now he sent us.
Yeah, well, Murgle can fucking suck my breeding hole, you know?
You know, you guys are new here. Murgle's been here for a while. He probably knows the laws more than yous. You guys don't want to be cast out under the... What was that place? Like, not the Time-Born entrance, but what would that ocean be called? When we first came in?
Yeah, I think someone did mention to you it was called the Sea of Uncertainty.
Sea of Uncertainty.
You want to be cast out into the Sea of Uncertainty, would you?
I
you guys have all the water you want out there.
We fucking got it pretty sweet right here, you know, right, Joey? Yeah, right, Vince. We got it pretty sweet right here. I don't think we're going to be fucking with us, you know? We got our boys. We got a lot of boys up in there. You don't want to be fucking with us.
Cash kind of like eyes Leo with like the eye of like, so they're not wanting to be reasonable. And like the eye of, I hope you have my back.
Oh yeah, and that gives him a little nod, like.
As Joey is like fucking and like fucking gobbing, Cash is going to grab onto his top lip and drag him out into the street.
Oh shit! All right. I'm gonna give you this first one without the need of a roll because he wasn't expecting the sudden aggression, considering Murgle was super peaceful and stuff before this. So yeah, you just throw Joey like out to the street, and you hear Vince with like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Is there an activation thing? Like, do I see a button that I can like make it close the door?
Yeah, there's like a big lever thing on the inside. It looks like that brings it through its cycle.
I'm gonna like pull it and like pull my arm out, and turn to look at Joey on the ground and be like, "I wonder how long you can last without water for."
Oh shit! Come on, man.
Hold the door closed so Vince can't get out.
Yeah, well, no. When it goes through the cycle thing, it looks like it has to go through the cycle. So Vince is like slamming on it, but he can't open the door because it's in the middle of cycling water in.
What do you think? He looks like a goldfish. I think I remember goldfish could last out of water for like what, 3 minutes?
Ah, come on, man.
He's a big guy, though.
Why didn't you just like sweeten the deal a bit, huh?
I want to try and grab his top lip again so that I can start dragging him further into the street.
All right.
People watching. Nothing to see here.
Roll a might check for me here.
Yeah.
He is struggling, like he is resisting.
Yeah, but does he have a land speed because he's an aquatic creature?
But he's like
a humanoid.
It's like a fish. Yeah, it's like a fish with a human body.
Oh no!
Oh wait, I can re-roll these. I have a thing.
Because you're luck or something.
Yeah, so I'm going to use an XP to re-roll that D20 for, and I get to add 3 to the re-roll.
Okay. Yeah. So when you do a re-roll, it's actually a better. Okay. So you're basically easing it by 1.
Oh wow.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah, you do with him what you wish at this point.
Yeah, so I grab him by the top of his lip. He's already on the ground, and I start dragging him like further away from like where the water is, and like close. If I see anything that like resembles even liquid, I'm going to drag him from away from that spot and towards like anything drier. Okay. We're like, come on, Joey, how long you got?
They're like right on the edge of like the open grassy fields, which are kind of like a little bit yellow in nature because they haven't like received the most amount of water. So they're a little bit on the dry side. So yeah, you've just like thrown them into a dry, dusty field.
Yeah.
I'll talk about a minute and 20. He's checking his watch.
Come on now. What? We could have just talked about this.
It's looking a little dry out here, Joey. You see how dry it is out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having a hard time breathing. Yeah, it's because you've taken all the fucking water. Now, we wanted to do this the easy way. We wanted to be real nice about this. We just got here. We're trying to make friends, man. And you seem like a really cool guy. But if I have to drag each and every one of you out into the street and watch you shrivel into fucking goldfish crackers, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. All right. All right. Hey, listen. It's just that motherfucker was just like, that Murgle guy was just such a pushover, you know? And he was like, he can't have the water. And it was like, we need the water, man. And he was like, he can't have the water. And it was like, it was just going to take the water. And he didn't do shit about it. Okay. Let me go back. We're like, what if we just we can last for a bit? What if we just what if it's just the basement? Can we just fill the basement instead of like all 4 floors?
Yeah, as long as everybody else is getting a decent supply of water, then filling the basement should be okay.
All right. Let's bring me back, man.
All right. I'll be like, Leo, if you want to give him a hand back, I need to like punch the ground or something, work this rage off. I was gonna beat the shit out of him, so
I was gonna tase him, but I'll help him back up.
Cash is just like punching a tree, like fucking fuck.
He's going through a lot there, Joey.
We're gonna tase a fish that's like lethal, right?
It would have been.
So you go back, and by that time the airlock's already been cycled back to air again, and like Vince comes out and he's like, yo, what's going on? And Joey's like, let me in. And like the last things he says is, as it's cycling through the door, like there's a speaker system, he's like, we'll fix it, we'll promise, just don't fuck with us again.
Don't fuck with Murgle and the housing operations, and you won't have us here again bugging you.
HOAs fucking suck.
Murgle's a nice guy. Cut him some slack, okay?
With that, they swim off back into the house again, and you can start to hear like almost like the sounds of pumps and whatnot, and you can see even in the like portholes in the upper floors, like the water level kind of starting to very slowly like dip down.
Yeah, we feel bad we had to do that, but we have to reroute the waterways, and other people need water too. Gotta compromise, you know, Fish Militia? Joey?
They've already swam off into the house.
Oh, okay, he's just talking to himself.
You're just talking to an empty door.
Yeah. Good job, well done, huh?
Turned away from the door to monologue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Puts
this
his sunglasses on.
sweet. Yeah. Okay. All right. With that, you are able to go back to Murgle. I've already set the quest as like completed or whatnot. So how'd it go with like, you know, like the fish people and stuff like that?
They're gonna fill their basements, but not their whole houses, and you should see a supply of water coming back soon.
Oh, hey, that like sounds pretty good and stuff. I'm glad you were able to like, you didn't like hurt one of them or something like that, did you?
We didn't beat them up. No. We convinced them.
Because pacifism's, you know, like I like to run like the neighborhood in like the orcish way, which is, you know, pacifism and use your words like a big boy.
We just made him understand, you know, kind of like walk in the shoes of the people that they were affecting, and I think they came to an understanding.
Oh, that's a good way to take about it. You know, explain to them like, hey, you're hurting people, and really, you know, on their empathy. I like that. I was pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyways, I've got your writ here. So if you're looking for you can prove that you have indeed helped out a citizen of Timeborn if you're looking for citizenship. And it doesn't look like there's any sort of roadhouse in this part of the city, so I couldn't really help you there. I do have people looking around, but I can only help you on like the western side of the city here. It's either in one of the other like four like quarters of the city basically.
All right. Well, you know what, Murgle, thank you for the writ. It's gonna be very useful, and if you need anything else, look us up. We'll be around.
Good to know.
Thank you,
Good to know.
You're too kind.
And with that, he goes back to his paperwork before like you see like a couple showing up. There's what looks like a fox person, but with like blonde hair, and it's cut really short. And you hear like, I need to speak to you right now about my neighbors. Their bushes are too high.
Let's go, Cash. Let's go. Yep.
Just toot it and boot it.
All right. So we're gonna go to Jack and Duke because I see Jack is back now. You guys go to the World Swept Market. This is by far the most populated part of the city, because as you walk through the city, you've noticed that the majority of it is practically a ghost town. Maybe 1 in 10 buildings actually have somebody in it. But the market itself is the one place that actually seems to have a fair amount of people there. And you see numerous different stores. You see the Exotic Seafood Emporium, Green Tent Games, which means it seems to be some sort of like pavilion tents that houses some sort of like a gambling society. Marigold's Magical Items. One of the larger buildings there, you see the large green building there, it's labeled Crossplane, is actually known as Sava's Crossplane Cantina. There's a place labeled just as The Pink, and it's like a solid pink building. The Wag, which is like, it's a place that you can hear all the din of all sorts of like animals and stuff coming from. And then finally you do see Jari's Marvelous Finds, which is a fairly modest building off to the side.
Okay. I mean, Jack's here mostly to look for the Roadhouse because it's a business. So, like, in his mind, like, it might have ended up here. But also, you know, if he sees anywhere that might house like exotic alien narcotics or something, he might be looking for that too, because he doesn't have any money though. But he can bargain.
You see, most people seem to be trading various styles of coins, but they almost all seem to be pressed like gold coins of some kind. That seems to be the primary currencies. Although they may be different shapes, designs, etc., they're gold and they're weighed. No one seems to be paying with any other forms of currency that you can see.
Okay. Well,
Need to find a roadhouse. I mean, home.
Where's so you said there was the crossplane is like a cantina?
Yeah, there's Sava's Crossplane Cantina. A four-story structure that features an expansive multi-tiered deck where food and drinks are served. The deck looks out over the World Swept Market's busy stalls and shops and up to an unobstructed view of a planar location the plane break is currently visiting.
Okay, that actually sounds like a really good place to go, because if we can't, we can go up to like one of the higher decks and like get a good view of the place, and there's probably a shitload of people in there to talk to, and maybe one of them's just seen the roadhouse. So that's where Jack's headed.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, he's gonna buy a beer.
So you go into the cantina, and once again, this is a large place. It's a 4-story cantina. There are numerous like waiters and waitresses, several people working like the downstairs bar that you go in. It's fairly bustling, all things considering how little the rest of the city is filled up. This place is fairly packed. There's quite a few people here. Where would you go? Like, what kind of people would you be approaching at this point?
Jack would probably go straight to the bar, you know, assuming you can see like a bartender that's open. And he'd probably, he'd probably just walk right up and be like, hey, like, try and get somebody's attention. Okay.
So you go right up to the bar, and this person is behind the bar. It seems to be at first she seemed like human, and then she was like wearing something on her head, and then you realize there are horns sticking out of her head. She also has like almost like demon style tail, and her skin, although sort of light colored, has a very reddish tinge to it at parts, like overly red. And her eyes are also a fairly deep red as well. As she walks up, grins, bearing like sharpened teeth and fangs, and goes, "What can I do for you, doll?"
We're me and my associate here are new in town. Our business got sucked up. It's called the Roadhouse. You know if it's landed around here?
Wait, you understand what she's saying?
Yeah, the steak juices.
Yeah, Duke, you're just hearing like Nishavon Imashtaland in the Shanir Iravan.
Dude, what the hell? Where'd you learn her language?
Jack's gonna pull out like the vial and be like, this is what it. Do you want it?
What do you mean?
Oh, looks like someone didn't drink the steak juice, huh?
Jack's like, yeah, exactly.
What? I'll grab it and look at it. You want me to drink this?
You see, the bartender is even like motioning for you to drink it.
Jack's like, look, after I drank that, I could understand everybody that's in here. So
she actually like
my head hasn't exploded.
Yeah, she actually sighs. She takes the vial out of your hand, slams a shot glass on the table, pours some sort of brownish liquid into it, pours the rest of the vial of potion into it, and slams the shot glass down in front of you. Motions.
Oh, there you go.
All right, I'm trusting you, Jack.
Duke, if you don't drink it, I'm gonna.
No, mine.
That's how you deal with it, like a fucking 5-year-old.
Mine.
So yeah, she's like speaking to you. You hear like, "Mas you the fucking potion already." Oh, there we go.
What the fuck, man? What's this? This is some crazy mind shit.
You gotta forgive him. He was in a war back on our planet and paranoid, you know.
Right. Okay. And like Duke, everyone in the bar or in the cantina now that was speaking like a variety of weird squeals, chirps, roars, languages, you name it, is all starting to make sense. Like you look over in the corner, and there's like a snake creature made of a billion snakes talking to what you thought was a potted plant that are having a very nice conversation about like crochet techniques. And you realize now that they weren't just screaming at each other.
Dude, this is kind of fucked up. What is going on? Did I take what kind of LSD bullshit did I take?
I don't know, man, but the vibe is good, ain't it?
You mentioned something about a roadhouse.
Yeah, it's that's actually the name of it, and then Jack will like describe like the roadhouse.
I mean, I haven't seen nothing around these parts. Hey, everybody! And she like rings a bell. Ding, 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 ding. Anyone seen a place like this? And then she like describes the roadhouse. No one answers back. Ain't nothing around here like this, honey.
Damn. There's you guys got like a balcony up way up top, right? With like a good view.
We do.
Could we look?
Yeah, we do.
You know? If it's nearby in the city, can we like see anywhere more or less? Maybe we could try and spy it.
It's hit or miss. We got a bunch of places that are like varying heights, and the buildings are always changing. You know, sometimes they just vanish. Sometimes new ones pop up. And, you know, if they haven't been tended to, obviously someone claims it and tends to it, then it stays as long as you're a citizen. But if like no one does, then they sort of swap around a bit. So, I mean, you might be able to, maybe.
So what was that you said about if you're a citizen, you can claim it? Does that mean somebody can claim our shit if we're not citizens yet?
Yeah.
All right, dude, we're going to have to become citizens.
The likelihood of that happening is slim unless your place looks real nice. But because like maybe 10% of the buildings, unless you're in the tenement district, are taken up, you know?
The only place I'm a citizen of the United States of America.
Never heard of it.
Fuck yeah.
America, yeah.
Ain't mean much around here, honey. Sorry.
And I'm gonna like salute.
Yeah.
Why are you giving
Jack
me that hand
he's
signal?
a criminal, but
I would not give that hand signal around here.
No, it's not to you.
Just I would not do that. No, especially not around those people over there. And she points at these like green spiky demons. And she's like, giving that hand signal around certain people around these parts. Let's just say you're up for some fun. I don't think you prepared for.
It's a sign of respect where we're from.
Oh, well, that's humorous.
Well, if they don't like it, they can meet Bethany, and I'll like show her a bit of the shotgun.
I see. I'm assuming that's a weapon of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's shotgun.
Oh, I am unfamiliar. So I wield something like this, and like from a pocket, she pulls out what looks to be this like great sword that is like got a golden hilt to it that instantly lights on fire, and like there's like glowing like a glowing light that shines down upon it, sort of like angel sounds in the background. It's what I use. It's called the Holy Avenger.
That looks really cool. Jack like pulls out his knife, like his cocaine knife, since we're all showing off weapons at the bar. He's like, I like this. It's kind of got a little bit of utility to it. I can, if I need to inhale some stuff and put it along the side, you can stab people.
That's adorable.
Sometimes I come meet with it.
Look at that little pig sticker. That's adorable.
Right? I like it. It's good. It's like my first knife. It's special. I also use this. He like pulls out his gun, like.
Oh wow, that's another one. That's just like his thing, but smaller, right?
Yeah, it's more range to it.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, this is Bethany, and I put Bethany on the counter, like all nice and pretty. And then I'm gonna be like, this is Janet, and this is the rifle. I'm like, this is Patrice, and the machete comes out. Like, this is Stacy, and my hunting knife comes out.
Oh, looks like
named
you're a
yours Holy
warrior.
Avenger.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I
No,
missed what
she
you
named
said.
her blade Holy Avenger.
Yeah. I mean, that's
name
kind of
mine.
the name that it's been passed down and stuff like that. But y'all look pretty. Well, I mean, I'm not a good a judge of age, but I mean, I'm assuming by your weapons and stuff, if you're warriors, you're kind of on the younger side. What, like 200-300?
But
I mean,
I mean,
didn't
he
get,
might be 200.
I didn't get my Holy Avenger till I was like 500 or 600.
Divide that by 10. Yeah.
Oh my. Oh, you just chillins. That's what you are.
I guess. Maybe by your standards, not by our race standards.
That's fair.
Most
That's
of us
fair.
kick the bucket before we hit 100.
I once had a troop of like these interdimensional little gnat people that was like, they only lived like 5 seconds. By the time they ordered a drink and I was able to serve it to them, it was like 37 generations later.
That's wild.
Yeah, they'd build a whole community on my bar top. I had to be like, no, I don't care how many generations you live there. You cannot live on my bar top.
I'm gonna start putting my weapons away.
Anywho,
So,
yeah, if you want to go look on the balcony, you are more than free to. Drinks or no drinks, up to you.
She wasn't impressed with Bethany. What the hell?
I think a lot of our stuff is not very impressive around here. We're kind of out of our element, it seems, Duke. It's okay. We'll show them.
This is all fucked up, man.
If you
Wonder
like
when the other steel wear off.
if you like the things that go boom boom and they're like out of like the tubes and stuff like that, you should go check on the second floor. There's a man there that's got one like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go to the 4th floor at some point, so we've got to go to the 2nd floor to get up there anyways. Let's go.
All right.
Starts heading to the 2nd floor.
Yep.
All right, so you guys you head off to like the 2nd floor. You go up. There's the stairs that go up, but you take a little detour to the 2nd floor. There's numerous people there, various types, but you can see the guy that she was commenting on because there's only one person there with any sort of weapon. You can't tell if he's naturally that big, if he's a robot, maybe he's in a suit of some kind, but it is this large silver sheened hopefully suit. Maybe he's a robot. You're not sure. He would stand roughly 11 or 12 feet tall, and he's got some sort of device beside him that looks vaguely like a gun, except it also has these like 4 little like powered piston things that look like they shoot out the back. That's sort of like set beside him. The gun itself looks like it probably weighs significantly more than either of you do.
Hey, Duke, you should see if he'll let you fire his gun.
Yeah, the thing looks pretty neat. Hey, you. Can I shoot that?
Not here, you can't. You bust all the glasses around. This here's a boom gun.
A boom gun.
It's a boom gun.
Sounds
That's what I
good.
call it.
Because it goes boom?
It's because it goes boom.
I like the cut of your jib.
All right. Who are you?
Where can I shoot it?
Not anywhere in Timeborn, and I ain't leaving anytime soon. Kind of
Bam.
still sorting myself out ever since I got stuck here. Not sure what to do.
How long you been here?
Hard to tell. Time's kind of fucked up around here. Got sucked up from Earth, I'd say, a couple of years ago.
I'm gonna take a good look at. Is his face showing?
No. It's complete. You don't know if he's a person or a robot at this point. Like if it's a person in a suit or a robot. Like it's just silver head to toe with like glowing eyes.
What year did they take you? Like what was the date? Do you remember?
The date depends on, I don't know, depends on the calendar you're using. I was fighting against the last thing I remember, I was fighting against some of the Imperial Skull Boys. And I mean, depends which date you're talking about. Sorry.
I'm gonna look at his armor and see if there's, because I would recognize it if it is there, but I'm gonna try and see if it's like armor made up from a jet that I would recognize.
No, I'm not pulling from that one. No. Yeah, I might pull from that one in the future, but no, he's not. He's not quite that big. Because I that would be a little bit bigger actually.
Well, it didn't have to be the whole jet. Could be part of the jet.
That's true. No, this is like meta game out of game or whatever. This is a glitter boy from the Rift's Palladium setting.
Don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
Yeah, me neither.
So bother with it. Like none of you have probably played Rifts before. But yeah, it's a person in a giant mechanical suit, and the boom gun is a magno electric. What do you call it? Those types of guns. Yeah. Railgun. That's what I want. It's a giant ass railgun that is so powerful it needs to like be stabilized with the suit and the pistons or it rips your arms off.
Nice. Oh man, so you're from Earth from some unknown time. That's kind of hilarious because we're also from Earth, but I'm assuming we're like basically maybe your ancestors or some shit somewhere along those lines. Not direct, but you know.
Yeah, it was like 1995 when we got taken.
Sure. All right. I mean, I was I was wandering around the Freestar states for a while, and then
Texas.
I don't know what that means.
You ever hear of a place called America, the United States?
America? No, never heard of it.
No.
I'll show him. I'll show him. I probably have a patch still, and I'll show like an American flag.
Oh, I think I saw a shred of one of them down when I was around Lone Star once.
He's from the future, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's because we're from a time when... Wow, to think. America doesn't exist in the future. That's fucked up. Duke, it's like you fought for nothing.
Whoever it is. Well, I mean, who knows?
That's bullshit. America will live forever.
I mean, once again, I saw a patch like that and some old. I was helping to like take apart some old complexes near the Lone Star shit. We saw some patches, kind of like ancient patches, of course, But I mean, if it's like any of the countries, they probably fell when the rifts opened up, right? So.
I don't know what the hell a rift is, so
when the planet got all chunked up and like the rifts open up and like demons and shit came out of them and like entire countries or parts of countries got like replaced with like other worlds, some other dimensions and shit. You know.
Duke, yeah, I'm pretty sure the rift shit that he's talking about is literally what was happening when we got sucked just now. It must have, yeah. Well, he's explaining how parts of the Earth got ripped out and replaced by other things. What happened to us right before we ended up here? We were at the Roadhouse, and the Roadhouse got ripped out, and now we're here. I'm assuming it probably got replaced by some other shit. Also, he's saying demons did it, and we literally were investigating demons.
Yeah, sometimes the demons.
Sense.
There's these other weird shit things with like tentacles that are super powerful. I literally saw one fight a god once. The god lost.
My brain hurts.
That's fucked up. What's your name, friend?
My name? Well, they just call me the Silver Knight.
Silver Knight?
Yeah.
I'm Jack.
Jack. I had a friend named Jack once. He was a juicer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a juicer.
Yeah, he had like special gizmos in him and stuff that like pumped these special drugs through his body, and he was like super fast and like ultra like combat effective, basically superhuman. It was something to see.
No, that's not you, Jack. You're pretty normal.
Yeah, I just don't have the robotics. I got the drugs down, though.
Well, you don't want to do what he did. I mean, he died.
Oh.
Now, they only live a few years before it catches up to them.
Jack thinks about his, like, past. Yeah. Maybe I don't want to be like that guy.
Yeah, his heart exploded.
Anyways. Oh, no.
Yeah, he just got excited. He wanted a game of checkers, and there it goes. Done.
Well, if I can't shoot the gun and we got nothing else here, we might as well just go.
Yeah, we're looking for a place called the Roadhouse. If you see it here, you're welcome to come by anytime, Silver Knight. I'll buy you a beer.
Good to know.
Are you a citizen here by chance?
I am, yeah.
Do you need help with anything?
No,
I'm one of those.
I'm pretty good. Thanks, son.
All right. Well, if you need anything, I think we're trying to get citizenship, so.
We are.
Look, I am. The lady downstairs said that we can't claim the somebody has to get citizenship so we can claim the Roadhouse. It doesn't have to be you, but somebody will. I don't like them having my government info. Maybe we can talk the cop into it or something.
With that, they like a lady brings like a plate over to him. It looks like some food and drink and everything. And there's like a hissing sound, and the armor does open up, and you see like a normal sized person inside this like 12-foot tall like pseudo mecha suit.
Oh, you are just kind of a normal dude.
No, yeah. Well, how else we're gonna fight alien gods?
I don't know. I would have used my knife and my gun. I don't have anything like that back home.
Oh, well.
Anyway, Silver Knight, I think we're gonna go to the 4th floor to try and look for our bar.
Thanks. I got my food here. Anyways, have a good day. He's doing one of those things like you're like, I've got my food. I would like to eat. Please go away. Like type of looks.
Yeah, Jack like drags Duke with him.
Okay.
I'll be like, what's that? That looks pretty good.
Oh, God.
Jack's like, you have homeless people where you're from, right? I'm sorry. He's like pulling him away.
But so getting dragged away.
So you bring him up to a couple more floors. You're on the 4th floor, looking out to like the south area or whatever. Yeah, if you're looking out for it, I need an intellect task, like perception based.
Can I use tracking?
I wouldn't
it's
say
not really like tracking a person, but it's like a place. Like,
I don't think tracking would apply in this case, because that really is like it's not leaving tracks. It's a building. Well, actually, okay. Yeah. To retcon that, some buildings in this city might leave tracks. Your building does not.
So
okay.
how big is this city? Can we tell kind of roughly from here?
It's a decent sized city. Like, you think if like it had a full population, you'd probably be looking at around 50-60K like people living in it.
Okay.
But because it's like 1/10 the population that it should be, you're lucky if you've got about like a few thousand people in it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my rifle and I'm gonna look down the scope around.
I'll give you an asset then.
Okay. You want intellect, you said?
Intellect based. If you have anything for perception or whatnot, you can roll that.
Hunting?
And tell you what, Jack, why don't you just assist applying another asset to Duke then?
That's what I'm thinking I was gonna do, yeah.
Because you
don't
have
hunting. Would that count? Because I'm hunting for a building.
I'll give it to
Hunting
you.
or
'Cause
finding safe spaces, because the roadhouse is my safe space.
That one, yeah, for sure.
I will allow that one. That one sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said 2 assets.
2 assets. It's intellect based. If you don't already have it set to that.
Yeah, I'm actually trained in this thing, so let's. Oh
yeah. Okay. So you not only see where it is, because I think you guys have got it set that you can see this. I think you can already see where it is because I haven't hidden it. Tambour, the Roadhouse. I did. All right. So you already see. You kind of see where it is.
Oh, it is hidden.
Oh, you don't see it? Oh,
there's no building there now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't actually have it set then. Tambour. Oh, that's weird. It should be set.
I can see the roadhouse, like the pin.
Yeah, you might not have your pins turned on.
Same.
Pins turned on?
Yeah, in the left corner, there's a thing that looks like a bookmark in the journal notes. Make sure the third icon down, the pins, toggle notes display, make sure that's clicked to turn it on.
Journal notes. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you probably weren't seeing like the quest marker icons and stuff either.
No, I wasn't seeing any of that.
Oh, now you know.
Yeah.
So you not only see where the roadhouse is, but you actually see Carson and Doc wandering in the area because they're just like we're approaching that area as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see if they can hear it. Oh no, I don't care. It's Doc.
It's a good distance away.
Yeah, I doubt they could hear us from here.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm skilled at tracking, so we can track them down and then show them where it is.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we will go over to Carson and Doc because they're going to have a little bit of time before you can catch up to them.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, Carson, Doc, you get to this area, like just east of the Library of Worlds where you're told to go. But for all I know, you're going to head to the Library of Worlds anyways, because fuck everybody. So what are you guys doing?
Hey, Carson, do you feel like a little vindicated being transferred here?
Fucking totally vindicated. I found my dog. I got a lead on where my BMW is.
Like everybody called you like full of shit, and now like here you are. Like,
well, like I know it sounded crazy, but yeah, like everybody been looking down on me. Everybody's been like treating me like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but like I see things, man.
Oh man, like back on Earth, you know, I was like the biggest, you know, sissy, and I feel like I got a fresh start. Like nobody thinks I'm a sissy here. I feel like I should, you know, broaden my chest a little bit, and maybe, you know, try to be something.
I do have a fucking real question for you.
I mean, I got a real answer.
There's a lot of shit going on, and like it's kind of, I know everybody's just putting the pieces together, but like, do you think we're dead?
Oh no, I can see the dead now. And I put my goggles on and I look at Carson to see if like he even looks remotely like he's giving off a negative thermal energy.
No, he looks,
presuming that it doesn't.
He looks perfectly fine, although behind him was a person you swear you didn't see 2 seconds ago. Like just walking casually down the street.
I pull up the goggles and I try to put my chest out, but you can see I have like this ghost white look on my face. Like I just saw something that wasn't there before. Like, oh, no, dude, you're good, dude. No, like we're not dead. Let's go this way. So, yeah.
So like, I really do want to find out more about this place and like, kind of how it works. But
yeah,
I feel like finding the roadhouse and then getting my BMW back is main priority.
Yeah, man. I don't know. That lady said Library of Worlds. Like, we're on the like this new world, and that's plural. So it makes me think it's not just Earth in this place. Like, what could this actually be? Like how big does the rabbit hole go?
Well, like, this is it. Look around
Like,
you.
it? Just two of them? Just Earth in this place?
No, well, like, look around, dude.
Yeah.
You see that building? And then look at that building.
Talking about the one that's like all shattered glass, but the glass is floating?
Yeah, and then right beside it is like the launch pad for some sort of spaceship, and there's like jelly people. This is definitely some sort of weird hub. The Pepperoni also said like when they travel from place to place. So I feel like it's just a melting pot for a bunch of shit.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like there's like we could probably spend ages in this place just asking about where everybody's from.
We definitely could. I would like to know, like, they said the government's peaceful and proper here. I fucking highly doubt that, you know?
Well, let's not, you know, put the old world's baggage on the new world the first 10 minutes we're here, you know? Let's give them a shot.
I guess we'll find out.
Maybe they figured it out like way before America. You know what I mean? Like way before.
If we go to the library, what are we looking for?
I mean, I don't know, like books, people that have read books, people that can tell us about different questions we might have, like, you know, how do you become stronger in a world you've never been in, or something like that. Or like I was looking for a book on Earth I could never find, but it was titled "Judge Me by My Cover," and I could never find it. Maybe the Library of Worlds has it.
I'd like to point out that you didn't mention the Roadhouse once in that entire...
Oh yeah, a map. Also a map of this place, of where new things fall from the sky. Just people. Let's just talk to some folks.
Well,
Like,
let's just talk to some people,
let's
maybe
talk to some
outside of the
folks.
library, but like maybe we should save going into the library until we can actually like sit down and enjoy it when I have my BMW back.
Like, do we have to do like Roadhouse BMW library in that order?
That's what I'm thinking.
I gotta say, I'm disappointed, but I mean, you're probably right. But I just want you to know, going forward, I'm not pleased with the order of operations here. But you're right. You're right. But I'm not happy. But you're right.
I would like to get my my nerd on too and figure out more about this place. I got a lot of theories going on up here that I'd like to confirm or deny. But think about Pepperoni out there in the wasteland with that weirdo. I gotta do something about it.
I wanted to scratch that dog's neck so bad and share a snickerdoodle with it, but they were not. They just, you know, nothing.
Okay, so
Anyway.
I guess we'll go outside of the library and look for a person to have a discussion with.
Okay. So you're gonna head over. You're gonna go over to the library.
Maybe do a little window shopping.
So it's a big set of like these like techno-mechanical iron doors that don't seem to have any sort of like handles or rings or anything to open them with. And as you approach, this like hovering orb like separates itself from like the top of the door and hovers in front of you. Welcome to the library.
Yeah, we're here to figure out how to gain citizenship, see if anybody needs any help around here, or also maybe a map of the place. We figured the library might have a map, or maybe somebody to talk to about, you know, where different things might fall from the sky.
Citizens only in library. Please refer to Interpreters Guild.
All right, I just would like to know about the government stability and like how they transfer peace or power peacefully here. Is it
Citizens
like a democracy?
only in library. For government, please refer to the Mantis.
Definitely
man.
need to become a citizen before we read a book, but they're assuming there's a book on how to become a citizen. I feel like it's a paradox.
Paradoxes not found in library. Citizens not allowed in library. Please refer to Interpreters Guild.
Does your government like regulate technologies and like oppress its people and like put systems below? So the hierarchy's broken and the elite can have the best technologies and the poor people have to get the worst technologies?
Only citizens will get answers. Please refer to Interpreters Guild and Archaeologists Enclave.
But didn't you just answer? So does that mean we're citizens now?
Confirmation of answer for citizens only. World Swept Market may have what you seek.
It's just giving us a bunch of fucking places.
I just want you to know we're going to be back as citizens, and I got a fuck ton of questions. I hope they pay you time and a half.
Answers about time and a half is for citizens only. Please seek Nancy's house at 325 Maple Drive.
325 Maple Drive. Got it. All right. We got to find 325 Maple Drive. I knew we'd get something out of them.
Who the fuck is the Mantis? Okay.
Look, Interpreters Guild. Just head back that way. Like,
yeah, or
this guy's talking in circles, and he says we need to become a citizen. Becoming a citizen, go to Interpreters Guild. I really think citizenship is going to be like the key to a lot of doors in here. So I really think that needs to be step one.
Circles are for citizens only. Please see the walls of the city.
We're not talking to you anymore.
Okay.
We're just having a fucking conversation. Are you a robot or like, what are you?
No, Carson, no, stop. We're not talking to him anymore.
That's
you just talk to him
being
again?
formist. Answer for citizens
only
only.
talk to citizens. He sure is responding to us a lot.
Jumping in our conversation and shit.
No.
Yeah. We could go to like the Inquisitors Guild. Or try to find the Mantis.
When you say Inquisitors, do you mean interpreters, or do you definitely mean Inquisitors, and that's not something I've heard of before? Like, have you talked to somebody like while we were walking over here?
No, I swear he said Inquisitors. Was it Inquisitors or Interpreters, Mr.
Answers for citizens only. Please refer to the Interpreters Guild.
There you go. Interpreters Guild.
Whew,
Thank you for the not answer, Dor.
Welcome.
Fucking hate that guy. Do you know where the Interpreters Guild is? Is it by
Answers for citizens only. Please refer to the Interpreters Guild.
Hey, if I ask the other talking door if you're lying, will it tell me the truth?
Answers for citizens only.
He hasn't seen the labyrinth. All right, let's just get out of here.
I kind of hate it here.
As you guys start walking down the street away from the building, you actually hear laughter coming from the door, talking to another voice being like, haha, fucked with them good.
Wait a minute. I heard that. Did you hear that?
I heard it. Let's just fucking go and carry on with our day. We'll deal with them later.
Oh.
We don't have time to get in a feud with a fucking door right now.
Sticks his chest out like confrontation. Like, I want to attack it in my new persona. And you talk him out of it. He's like, all right, fine. So
you want to go stand up to the door? I don't think he's going to give us anything else.
I'm just going to go open it somehow.
They're pretty big.
No, let's just go to the Investigators Guild. And which one? What's
Intrepid Guild.
Intrepid. All right, let's go.
Okay, where are you guys
looking
going?
For like anybody walking around here. Hey, we're looking for an intrapersonal guild or
the Interwebs Guild.
Entrepreneurs Guild, maybe.
Interpreters
something
Guild?
along that.
Are you?
Yeah,
are you
yeah. You know what? Can you point us in that direction?
Yes, it's the big green building right beside the big front gate you probably came in.
Oh, so we're just walking in circles. All right, then we're new here. My name's Doc. This is Carson. He drives a BMW, but he's been looking for it. So have you seen a BMW by chance?
Is that a type of bird?
It flies, so to speak.
We should try to
like
meet him
literally, but figuratively.
You could go to WAG in the World Swept Market.
What do you do here?
I mean,
what's your field of expertise?
I'm an herbalist.
What kind of herbs?
Exotic ones. I try to find various herbs from chunks of debris and planets that fall to the plane breaker.
You specialize in inhale, ingest, or touch?
I mean, I don't really specialize in a medium for taking them. I just grow them as long as they're generally not hostile. I have had issues once or twice with them attacking me.
You got a shop or a garden store or something around
I
these
just
parts?
run it out of my backyard.
Can I get your
I got
address?
really lucky with my home that the home behind me vanished one night, so I was able to sort of extend my home into that plot of land.
Nice. Whereabouts is that?
Oh, just over there. She points across the street.
Awesome. So like, notice anything new around here? New buildings, anything like that?
Nothing unusual. Everything's been going relatively normally, all things considered. Sorry, one moment, please. And she suddenly like screams and like melts like Ark of the Covenant style into a puddle on the ground before like reforming back into what she was. Sorry, I didn't realize it was that time of the day already. No, nothing unusual.
Wait, what just happened? Time of what day? What time? What time of day is it to where that happens?
I can only keep up this humanoid form for so long.
Oh. Like, that's cool.
You should be yourself. I mean, that other form was pretty cool.
Your eyes would melt.
Yeah, maybe
Well, I appreciate the modesty then.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, we're just confused right now, really. You know, we just kind of got dropped here.
You do see pretty
very
new.
recently. And
we're kind of looking for
just
citizenship.
to acclimate. We're just trying to acclimate, find our home that supposedly came here with us. It's probably old, dilapidated building made out of wood, presumably dusty.
I have been wandering around a bit lately. There's a couple of new buildings around. One of them had a bunch of small buildings that came with it that seemed to be on wheels, like carriages. One of them was really small. It was basically just like two wheels and looked a bit like a bit of metal in between them.
Jack's motorcycle? Is that our vehicles? Which one? Can you point us in that direction?
Oh, yes. She actually gives you like exact like directions.
Oh, that was so great. What'd you say your name was again?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Even with the potions from the Interpreters Guild, it doesn't translate. It's sort of a psychic scream that makes your ears bleed. I guess you could call me Jennifer is the closest thing I could come up with.
Jennifer, aka Herb Mama.
Sure.
Who's mama?
Herb Mama.
Her mama?
Herb with a B.
You're with a UR.
Jennifer,
Okay.
it's been a delight speaking with you, and I appreciate your help. Hopefully next time we get a chance to talk, we'll be a little more acclimated in the conversation. It'll be a little more enjoyable for you. Have a great day. Me and my friend here will just be on our way then. Thanks.
Quick question about your herbs, just casual. Any narcotics? Hallucinogenics?
Oh, that's a loaded question. It really depends on what sort of physiology you have.
Well, human. You seem like you know kind of human physiology. This is my normal form. I'm not like
okay,
I'm not like a
human
dragon.
physiology. You guys get really high in dihydrogen monoxide, right?
No, that's just it tastes good. It's just some water.
You imbibe it casually. Oh my gosh, that's so poisonous.
Yeah, it's we actually are made of it. Most of our body is actually.
You're made of poison. There's some freaks around here. Let me tell you what.
I'll just come peruse your wares in the next couple days.
Oh yes, of course.
Thanks, Herbie.
So I'm assuming you guys are gonna now know where to go. Jack and Duke now know where to go. The Leo and Cash, you were you heading to where were you guys heading at this point?
I think we were heading back to the gate to meet up with everybody else.
We were gonna meet up with. Yeah.
Okay.
We said we were gonna meet up at the gate in like 2 hours after we finished.
Okay, so you guys know where the roadhouse is. Would you meet up at the gate to tell each other this before you head there so you can go as a group, or what?
Well, Jack, seeing that 2 of the 6 people that he came here with aren't quite here, is going to assume that they don't know where the thing is and go meet at the gate to show them.
Well, I mean, the time's a bit wonky here because you guys are all doing stuff in different ways. I'm going to be nice so that we can join up together and say that like Cash and Leo probably saw Jack and Duke like heading down at one point. Because once again, it's not a huge city. All things
like on
considered.
the way, yeah, like they were on the way to the entrance and they ran into Jack and Duke and we were like, come with us. We found the place. Okay.
That works perfect.
Okay,
I'm just real glad we haven't seen a Pizza Planet.
Don't we have a Pizza Planet vehicle?
You do.
Yeah, but no restaurant with my fucking manager in it.
Did we see one while we were at the fucking market? Because that's probably where we would have seen one, right?
You didn't see anything at the World Sweat Market, no.
No.
I know we're moving everybody around for the sake of brevity, but is it safe to assume that me and Carson got here first?
Actually, if anything, Jack and Duke might have gotten there first, because all they did is they just went into like a cantina, went upstairs, saw where it was, and left. Whereas you guys like had the conversations with the door. It'd be about close to the same time. I'd say you actually probably showed up around the same time. We'll just make it easier that way.
Never mind then.
Jack runs up and hugs his bike.
So you guys,
I run up and hug my 50 cal.
Yeah, all of your vehicles are there. And yeah, the roadhouse seems to have been gently set here. It even has some like new bushes out front, and it's like along the street, like it belongs there. There's a path leading up to it and everything. And there's a little parking lot with all of your vehicles.
So I had a bucket and like blankets at the front door, at the side door.
It was beside the front door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's still there. It's like the entire land was just uprooted and moved. So anything that was on there is still there.
Was the land with the garbage bins out back also lifted with it?
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay, so I look out back and see my tent set up still?
Yep.
Because I had the tent set up between the garbage bins.
It looks like it, like, because it's anything that was within that giant circle that was around the property. So it's probably a solid, like, you'd say like 10 meters around the entire building at least. Like away from the edge of the building.
Also, like, look at my tent, make sure everything's there. The whatever little stuff there is there.
Doesn't look like anyone's picked over. Once again, the city is not abandoned, but there's a very low population in this city considering the size of the city. So like it's not unusual. Like you've walked most of these streets and barely seen anyone else unless you're like in that front gate entrance or the market.
I feel like the people in the city are probably like respectful enough too of like, this shit is just popped up. Maybe somebody owns it. You know what I mean? Give them like a couple days before we start looting everything. Maybe there's people in there. Is Jack and Jake and
Neil Armstrong?
Yeah, I would go in there and look for the dog and
the guy that gambles and Kate. Are they all in there?
The old man.
Yeah, Lucky.
Doc walks in with a broad chest too. Like
we got verbally assaulted by a door.
And then you are there.
Did you at least win the verbal argument?
Not really.
Absolutely. They were talking in paradoxes.
How are you gonna walk
Called 'em
around?
out. I called 'em out on their
after
bullshit.
losing a conversation to a door.
They're gonna wish they let us in next time we see them.
Yeah.
Definitely won the argument.
Yeah, we were pretty unfruitful. We found like this shit though, so that's cool. How'd everybody else's things go?
Duke and I saw you guys see this place, and then somehow we all ended up here at the same time. Crazy.
Hell yeah.
I dragged a fishman into the street. Leo
Why?
did some fine negotiations, and we got one of them writs that we need for citizenship.
Hell yeah, dude.
We're already doing work for the HOA.
Yeah, does that writ go
That's
for
strange.
all of us?
Presumably. We could just say it's for the roadhouse, or I don't know.
I mean, technically, if one of us becomes citizens, we could just make a writ for everybody else, right?
The writ is like you just as a group need the writ, and everyone will become a citizen. Whoever's part of your group, quote unquote.
Okay.
You need a name or something?
No,
I mean, I'm not a city official, so I don't know, Doc.
Murgle didn't say nothing about no name, so Murgle's just the HOA guy
Jack,
we
like
met.
struts into the bar. He sees Jake. He's like, "Pour me a drink, Jakey." He just grabs a seat at the bar like he usually does. Like nothing's
Holy
different,
shit.
you know.
Yeah.
Doc walks right next to you, sits right next to you, and says, "Same, Jakey, make it a double."
y'all alive, Doc? What the fuck was that?
Oh, so trying on a new skin here. Just go with it, please.
Okay, yeah.
It's like he's treating it like it's a new town, new place. Nobody knows his face.
Kate also comes out, little less angry than usual. Actually, like goes up and like hugs, probably Cash, because you were the one that was there with them at the time. Like sees that you're okay, gives you a hug, and then slaps you firmly across the face.
Cash like embraces the hug and then takes a slap and like looks back at her, smirks, like gives her a kiss on the forehead, and then lets her go and kind of looks at the spot where he last saw Isha, and just kind of like silently weeps for a moment.
Yeah, there's like it looks like they tried to clean it up, but there's still a bit of staining on like the one table.
He'll actually look. He'll be like, "Well, where's Isha's body?"
She's in her study.
You want me to get rid of the body?
We didn't know what to do with her. We don't know what's going on. We looked out there and it's fucking creepy.
Fucked up.
We've been afraid to leave.
We got a barrier. Can't just leave her in the room.
We've been afraid to leave the building.
It's cool up there.
Yeah, it's fine.
And guess what, Jake? Guess fucking what, Jake?
What?
I found my dog. I was right. They took my fucking BMW. We found the alien. His name's fucking Jerry or some shit.
What?
I was right. I'm not fucking crazy. All those times you called me crazy, I'm not fucking crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, on our way in here, it was wild.
So I've been a little focused. Yeah. You know, my best friend just died, and then I got pulled onto an alien planet. You're gonna have to give me a minute.
You want some drugs?
No, Jack, I do not want drugs.
Well, Jake, that's how, you know, when James died, you know, and all the boys died, right before you guys. That's how I dealt with it. So I just, you know, if you want to do drugs together to get through it.
Jack, you know I have my 5-year chip.
Oh yeah, that's right. I shouldn't have tempted you.
And my sponsor's a little far away, I think, right now.
Cash is going to walk into Isha's office. Her body there. He's going to lean down kiss her on the forehead as well and say, "I'm sorry I couldn't save you." And he's gonna pick her up and bring her out.
Okay. All right. So you come out carrying Isha.
Put my goggles on.
The last
nothing.
thing I think she would have wanted is her body to be around to be, potentially possessed or something like that. I think we should burn her. Yeah, I think we should
I'll get
have
the
a burning
gas can.
ceremony out back. Okay.
Yeah.
Jack grabs his beer on his way out to go get his gas can.
Come on, Doc. We'll dig a small hole, and maybe you can think of a couple things to say.
Okay.
You want me to speak?
Yeah, I'll dig. You speak.
All right.
She deserved at least that.
All right.
So you guys get a little pyre thing together. All right. Yeah, you kind of get some spare wood. There's another falling apart shed nearby from another property. You're able to salvage some extra wood from if need be. You've got the roadhouse always had extra gas around because it was in the middle of nowhere as a just in case scenario. So you had plenty around if need be, and you've got a spot for you lay her. I'm assuming Cash is the one that sort of lays her out in this makeshift pyre.
Yeah, he walk through them and lay her down, and just lay a hand on her for a second and be like, "I found a family because of you. I am alive because of you. Whatever beyond that you found, I hope it's treating you well, Isha." And he'll back up.
Jack, you want to?
Jack just pours some gas over her body, I guess, lights a match or something, and...
All right. So as Isha's body is consumed by the flames and you sit there, you finally get the ashes afterwards and start sweeping them together to bury them. It's at this point, as you're all sort of standing there, still everything's settling, everything's sort of coming together, and you're feeling tired because there's just been a lot of emotions, highs, lows, all over the place. Transformations in very personalities as you've gone through literally worlds changing bullshit at this point. And as you were sweeping together the ashes of your friend, comrade, sort of boss in some ways, the person that brought you all together, it has been a lot. But at this point, it's also that a figure arises shows up from around the side. They're in head to toe green, a very dark, deep forest green, and they're wearing a mask of some kind. And they state to you, all of you, "Welcome to Timeborn. The Mantis will see you now." And that's where we're going to leave it for today.
Wow.
Rip Isha.
That is it. Goodbye, Isha. We're going to leave it as you are being told the Mantis wishes to speak.
To the few, in spite of the many. Rest in peace, Isha. You gave us all hope and a new life to live.
She was like the perfect blend of ingredients, dude. And now she joins the cosmic pizza.
She had pizza. Cash's looks and my brain and your speed and Duke's stubbornness all tied into one.
Duke actually took off his toque to reveal long white hair.
Oh, whoa.
And he's just You gave me a home when no one else would. I will never forget that. And a single tear actually drops from him.
Oh,
as he puts his toque back on.
Washes some of the dirt from your face.
Yeah. No, I'm clean right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's cleaned up.
I'm still a bit clean from before.
Before we run,
like less than 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Before the mantis arrives, like after we're finished burning her, I do want to collect some of her ashes.
Yeah. Or to like keep, or are you burying them all?
To keep. Probably like I'll end up putting them in like a necklace or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, checks
whatever
out.
technologies are available, but just something to keep her.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if she was going to live through this or not. Depending on your actions, I had certain NPCs that were either going to live or die, and it ended up being her that ended up kicking it. So yeah,
you bastard.
I know. Hey, actions have consequences, and whether you knew it or not, your actions changed what happened. But it's going pretty smoothly so far. So we got to keep up the memory. We didn't get quite as far today as I thought. I thought we were going to actually already get to talking to the mantis, but there was a lot of good RP, and you actually like already like completed this like basically 2 side quests. You've dealt with the fish people, and you basically got your citizenship so you can claim the bar. So that was pretty fucking dope. So yeah, you guys did really good today. I'm giving everyone 5 experience because there was a lot of everything that happened. It's sessions like this in Cypher that you get the most amount of experience when you're doing all the discoveries and role play and everything like that. So you definitely earned it. That is for sure. And now you're on the plane breaker. You're kind of getting yourself oriented a little bit. You know of a few other leads of things to do. And now something or someone called the Mantis has sent a servant to say that they will see you now. And you have no idea what that's about. So we're going to find about that out next week. So
and Carson wasn't fucking crazy.
Carson wasn't crazy. Yeah, that's why I asked you earlier. I'm like, what's your dog's name? What kind of dog was he again? Because
as soon as I saw the golden retriever, I was like, you fucking son of a bitch.
Actually, you can blame Lily for that one. It was her idea. Because I wanted to do something originally. I was just going to have you find the dog in the car. And she's like, no, the dog needs to be a person now. I'm like, yeah, all right, let's go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
Amazing.
Nice. So yeah, everyone here is a content creator, streamer, all of that good stuff. If you're watching this, the links are in the description below. You can click them there. Don't forget to check out the Cypher Unlimited Discord if you like anything to do with Cypher. They is the place to go. There's like almost like 7,000 people there or something like that now. It's a big ass Discord. So we'll see you there. And of course the Friendo Discord, which is where a lot of these jackholes tend to hang around doing other RPGs, doing video games, all of that stuff. Whether you're a streamer or not, doesn't matter. You can still join in. It's all good shit. I would highly suggest. It's a really fun and really good community. Everyone except the main owner people are pretty good. Those guys are kind of jackasses, but it's fine.
They're all right.
They're all right, I guess. But yeah, and I do believe that's it. So what are the next streams we got going on? Who's got what next?
We have the Land of the Lost Corsair tomorrow, where it's basically like a Dread domain, but pirate themed, where they're going up against the Captain Gold Skull and doing a bunch of backstory shit.
Pirates are hot right now, so everyone's going to want to tune in for some more pirate stuff. So that's twitch.tv/talking with Adam. I do believe that you're going to be doing that one.
And then we got hijinks in Barovia /Hasseldama on Wednesday, where the party just got their asses handed to them, and the fate of a couple of players is up in the air right now. So you're going to want to tune in to find out what happens to them. 1 or 2
of us got killed. I got captured. So no idea what the fuck's what's going to happen there. No clue. We're gonna find out. It'll be exciting. It'll be interesting. Definitely check that out. And then we've got the other usuals throughout the week. So check out all of these people's channels. There's stuff going all the time. So check it out. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, and have a good one, eh?